So, it's a podcast.
There it goes.
What was that?
Oh,
Oh man, I'm done.
Oh yes. Finally, we are no longer the podcast that names each and every episode. We fail at blank. We fail at blank.
yeah, because we finally have a name.
Yes,
We do?
yes. Finally,
Oh.
our fifth
Oh, what was-
episode.
What was it again? Or
The name is Transcrafters.
oh, okay, that's a pretty good name actually.
Wait, we're what? We're trans crafters?
Yes, we're Transcrafters.
The Transcriptors podcast.
Oh, okay, there it is.
I can live with this.
Yeah,
It would take so long to explain why we chose that name.
As long
Oh,
as-
yes.
as long as I can still make memorable quotes about stinky breasts.
Okay.
Hey, just say what you want to say, man. Okay, we don't judge. We don't judge.
Okay.
We
No,
don't
you-
judge about anything.
It would be a bit
We're
hypocritical if you
super-
did.
we don't judge. I think that's the only thing we could say.
Yeah, there you go. And I'm most comfortable with that.
We don't judge anything unless it's Transformers or any other toy
Yeah.
oriented thing. Let's be honest here.
I might judge Super Mega Force if we get into it, like a
Oh.
lot.
Oh yes,
endlessly.
you can
Oh,
judge about them.
definitely.
Okay, that's where you guys are probably gonna lose me. I don't really watch a lot of PR like I used to as a kid on Saturday mornings when I was 5 with the cereal bowl in front of the TV.
Yeah, I mostly started doing it again because of... Actually, I don't remember what got me back into it, but I started watching, like, Dino Thunder. That's the one I mainly grew up with.
Oh, yes,
Disney got a lot of awards for Power Rangers than it deserved, because they did pretty good with it, actually.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, Ninja Storm was pretty
Especially
good,
RPM.
despite the audio... Oh, yeah,
yes,
RPM.
RPM was the best.
Oh. Yeah, the best.
The only thing with RPM, it deserved better source material than Go Onger.
Mm.
Like, had RPM had Go Busters for its source material, it would have been so great.
Oh, yeah,
Good.
that's just perfect for RPM.
So,
Sorry, go ahead.
so it's just, the only reason RPM has
We haven't announced our names. Wait a minute.
Oh my god!
Oh, yeah, we didn't. Oh.
What name did we even go with?
We weren't even talking about any of our topics. We just started talking.
Yeah, it's just a rambling, dude.
We were talking about our topics. Not
Yeah,
even
this-
topics.
We're getting
All right. Let's at least start on a good
Please,
note.
let's start so we can get going.
Or we can continue.
All right. So,
Yeah.
main host of the Transcrafters podcast, Fafireguy. Then we got my co-host, Ranger Silver 6. Then we
Hello,
got
everyone.
What?
Say hello, everyone.
Okay.
Or at least
Everyone
You're
else gets
saying-
announced their names then. Fine.
Well, I guess that's how we're doing this now. New guy, Gingamangus. I don't know. Howdy.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Jenga? That was Jenga.
No. It's the Japanese word for galaxy, dude.
Galaxy Magnus.
Well,
that-
Magnus translates to great out of Latin, so it would be... Never mind.
Galaxy Great.
Well, you almost called yourself God.
Well, flip it around. Flip it around and
Galaxy
it sounds
Great
cooler.
Magazord. Wait, is that?
Oh my god!
that
Oh,
thing?
hey, there you go.
You people are. What the hell?
Yeah, that's exactly how that looks at. That's the only response.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
And then the last newcomer is Roadrage.
Yes. Who will probably be changing his name at some point.
Yeah, apparently.
Yep.
This is the first
So
we've heard
he
of it.
went from Roadrage to trying to be called Feedback to trying to be called OmniDrive to trying to be
Darn
called
you!
Data.
I get it, man. Hey, those are characters. Knock it off. I changed
Actually,
them.
the OmniDrive one is pretty cool.
Actually,
Fair
yeah,
to say.
wasn't OmniDrive like an old character from G1, though?
No, I don't think so.
I don't even
I
know
know-
that half of these
Well-
characters exist till now
well-
when someone points
Well,
it out.
G1 has
actually-
G1 has characters like Erector in it. I wouldn't be surprised if there was an OmniDrive.
Well, Roadrage is a character from G1. It's like a red. It's the character that
She's a
inspired.
chick.
It's the female
Yeah.
tracks, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so
basically
apparently I'm a
the
chick.
about the track.
Yep.
Apparently, there is no OmniDrive. Transformer.
Nope.
No.
I could have sworn there was.
Yeah, Wiki Omnidrive.
That is
Yeah,
so
no,
weird.
there is no Omnidrive Transformer.
Nope.
That's amazing.
There is an Omnidrive Transformer, but not a Transformer character.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
How does that work?
How the hell does that even work? Is Omnidrive a series? No, obviously not. So what the hell are you talking about, man?
I'm talking about a piece of equipment for audio.
Talking about a literal transformer.
Wait, what?
A transformer is a piece of equipment,
Yes.
not just a toy line.
I transform into a piece of equipment? No, I prefer to transform into a car, sir.
Well,
No,
they...
cars.
So,
Cars are
yeah,
cool.
it's either
Well-
Grovers and the tracks or a piece of equipment, dude.
Dude, yeah. Crap, I'd rather be a piece of equipment. I can't be a chick. I'd probably be a really fugly chick.
Well, then
So
again,
would
let's
I.
see, we got Sap, who, for the longest time, was making a joke that he's a chick.
How
And
long
then
is Sap gonna be a chick?
boy, did that crash and burn.
Yeah,
This kid.
that
That
one
was
was...
the other.
Yeah, that one
You,
didn't end well.
you didn't even see the biggest problem, and that was T-Fan. She blew up on him.
Wait, that was who?
T-Fan 2013?
Oh, yeah, I think I saw, like, glimpses of that.
Yeah, she was not pleased.
She and
And-
Spams.
Oh,
Spams was
Spams
the biggest one.
like distraught.
Spams, the man, the myth, the legend.
He has gone down in infamy.
Oh,
Hopefully
Lord.
not Jaegertron infamy.
No,
Not
don't
yet.
mention that guy. Oh my god.
We
Yeah,
can
not
talk
talking-
about him for 3 hours.
I don't actually know who Jaegertron is.
Dude,
Oh, you are in for a treat. Let me get
Dude.
Zombie's fed real quick.
Oh god.
like Jaegertron, sweet god. That apparently he's like the manliest man of all men.
And his dad was killed by feminists or something.
Yeah, like feminists like try to rule the world with Decepticons or something, like all feminists are evil.
And he has his own art for it.
Hey man, no,
Art, air quotes.
wait, weren't the Decepticons the biggest feminist faction? Like, you know, Megatron was like boot kissing Slipstream's heel or something like that.
Something.
I don't know. All I know is that Zombie
I
Bot
like how it
keeps...
says you do not have permission to
Trump-
access this page.
Oh,
What?
wait. Crap. Fuzzy World.
You
Alright.
said the Fuzzy World one.
There is... Well, I'm going to send you Zombie's interpretation.
We can't access Fuzzy World.
Yep. Sucks to be you.
Yeah, man. Hey man, I definitely want to go to a place called Fuzzy World. That definitely doesn't sound like a fetish, just saying.
That's...
Well, that's
No, that's
well,
the April
yeah,
Fool's
something
Day
like-
TFW. You've never seen it before?
No, I've seen it before, and it kind of creeped me out a little bit when I was like on here. I was like, holy crap! When did we become peacekeepers and whatnot?
Ah, crap. It's the Fuzzy World link for the annotation. Damn it.
God damn! Whoa! Fuzzy World is just like really weird to look at. I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie.
I know what
It hurts my
Jaegertron apparently
eyes.
looks like in
They're all pink, like
Zombies
pink and
thread.
fluff. Yeah.
It
That's so
wounds my
freaking-
eyes.
That's so freaking bright. Like Jesus Christ.
I know.
Yeah,
I
it's
used to
so-
complain about it, but apparently I adjusted into insanity.
When I first saw it on April Fool's Day, I had no clue what was going on.
I know everybody's first April Fools. They have no idea what the fuck is going on with
I
It was just a barrage on my eyes. That's all I know.
I honestly thought like someone had like hijacked to the IP or something, and, like redirected to a different site. As an April
Yeah.
Fool's Day joke.
You're not
That
the
was-
only one.
That was
Okay.
my exact thought, actually.
Okay, so apparently, since the links aren't working and I can't find it, Jaegertron basically looks like a white trash Broly.
No, trust me, I see it, and yeah, Trailer Park homie right here.
Broly.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, it's really weird.
I know.
Wow.
That's Zombie's
That's like-
interpretation, but you haven't seen his cartoons.
No, I have not.
Jaegertron's, I mean.
I don't think we want to.
Wait, Jaegertron has cartoons?
Yes. I have the unedited ones right here.
Sweet God.
No. Oh, no.
Yeah, I definitely want to see it now.
Let's talk about that later because I don't know if I'll have the copyright for me able to be putting that on the screen.
We're gonna get copyright strike.
I'm saying, yeah.
No, this is gonna be good, I swear.
YouTube has blocked this message.
By Jaegertron Incorporated.
Are you serious?
The sad thing is that could actually happen, and he would not have to justify himself in any way in court.
Yeah.
Because of how YouTube copyright system works, that could actually happen.
1 second.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm reading this comic, and it's just like really, 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 well,
What the fuck?
apparently I'm a loser for liking to date chicks, and apparently that's
Apparently
a thing.
I'm a loser because I'm dating a chick. Oh no.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm not the
Yep.
only one with a girlfriend, am I?
Well, yeah.
Oh.
I'm
At the
very
moment.
sad and alone.
Oh.
Thanks for reminding me,
Um,
douchebag.
yeah, I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Dude, these Jaegertron comics are fucking weird.
I know. These are just some of the highlights.
These are so
I
weird.
only showed you a few of them.
That second
Wow.
one, what the fuck was that last panel?
Dude, apparently it was a turn on for getting whipped.
Yep.
Damn it, Road, why did you have to say it and now I have to put it onto the thing?
Oh. Well,
Let's talk about the other ones that he has to put on.
You
Wow.
mother...
oh man, I didn't mean to be evil. I'm sorry, I guess.
At least I don't have to bleep out every fuck. So I
Oh
can
yeah,
curse
that's
the
right.
world.
Did I already link this one because it's a highlight too?
The third one?
No, this one.
Oh sweet God,
You
these are never ending
son
things,
of a
aren't they?
bitch.
This is an actual thing. This is a thing that
uh,
someone.
What's the last panel?
This is I don't get what is
What the
fucking
fuck?
can't even.
I-
What the hell am I looking at?
What do
Exactly.
you think you're looking at?
This is some real.
So apparently this guy has a shoe fetish. And
or
mother. Oh my gosh, the dynamic of this podcast has changed so much.
Yes, it has, and I think we should probably get to one of our topics.
Let's please do that
Entire
before
this
I
will never.
scar him.
My
How about
this is weirder than Kiss players.
Yeah.
his players made a little bit of sense at least?
No, that I don't even.
In
At least
comparison
Kiss
with
players
the
trying to
Jaeger
make a
font.
reason for what they're doing.
I deny that as a thing.
Yeah, like his players
Like-
was like an alternate ending, an alternate future of the movie, where like Unicron cells infected stuff on Earth, and that's why legions are a thing.
Okay, so why don't we talk about something completely different from Kiss
Let's-
players or Jaegertron and talk about a
where
stained
the-
glass Optimus Prime.
The what?
What?
Stained glass window of Optimus Prime.
Oh yeah, that.
That looks
I haven't-
sexy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I am amazed at this.
Wow.
That looks majestic.
Yeah.
Oh look,
That's-
one of our freaking hosts who was supposed to be on this podcast commented as the third one. You son of a fucking...
Let me guess. Oh, I thought it was gonna be coffee for a minute.
Nah.
No, it's Autovolt.
Yeah, I see
Yeah.
it now.
And he is basically saying Optimus Prime is Jesus.
Well, this is
Well,
something
well,
that's gonna be in the
this-
Church of Peter Cullen.
Jesus Prime. That
What?
The Church of Peter Cullen. Don't you know about it?
Okay.
Well, he does come back from the dead apparently in RID.
Oh,
know,
there's a
but-
segue.
Optimus whooped the
Honestly,
Khan's ass.
I'm
Apparently.
thinking that... Honestly,
Okay,
'cause
so let's say this, okay? Spoiler alert.
Oops.
You're gonna tell
alright,
Optimus Prime is gonna come back to life.
And become a Taco Bell menu item.
yeah, because RID is a sequel to Prime, apparently.
Yeah.
See,
Don't know how
that
that's gonna
idea
work
I had
too.
no
In fact,
problem
as-
with. It was a good
Why
idea.
is Grimlock a Decepticon prisoner?
Voiced
Yep.
by the guy. I think he's voiced by the guy who plays Cyborg in Teen Titans.
That's
I think
thing.
you are right.
Yeah, no, Carrie Patton does voice Grimlock. And it's not bad, but it's not good.
It's not Greg Berger, but it's kind of cool to have that voice.
It doesn't match the. It's just the character doesn't have the same Grimlock we had in the games and the novel.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
not quite
Well,
sure
I
how
mean,
to segue.
I guess
Although the
does-
color scheme does reference the original RID.
that was cool.
just like something
Or
else
that-
here.
With that
Please,
Goryu, that dinosaur repaint character from Victory, the leader of the Dinosaurs, Goryu.
Oh
I think.
yeah. Wait, weren't they part of the? Never mind. I'm above it.
What?
I was going to say. I was going.
Of a
I
bitch.
was gonna mention Breast Force.
Yes, they were. Yeah, they were in Victory. Lyle Kaiser.
What?
Yep.
No, why? But you just mentioned Breast Force. Why is there a name for Breast Force? Why is that a thing? Do they just like? I
Well,
never.
like,
They're all very.
It's,
It's a very perky Decepticon team.
A very perky Decepticon.
Shut up and let me explain. So, basically, they
Decepticons
were
gone wild.
I like mine better.
I'm talking so I can explain what they actually are.
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay, so that team was a group of 6 Decepticons that could combine into. They were a combiner team called Lyle Kaiser. Because
The
each one of
big
them
chest
had
plate.
Each of them had a chest plate that could be removed and would turn into either a gun or an animal.
It does involve boobs.
Oh, their chest shoot off stuff, huh? Oh no.
And yes, and they were eventually, I think, 4 of them were later re-released in G2 in Europe as the Autobot Rescue Force with remolds and without accessories. So you could also make an unarmed, headless version of Lao Kaiser in Autobot colors.
I'm sorry. When you say accessories, I can't help but imagine like chest cannons. or
Well,
breast-
their partners in Victory
just
are
armor.
called. They're based around the partners they have, so you get such great names like Lion Breast, Horn Breast, Hawk Breast, Jaguar
Yep.
Breast, and Bison Breast.
all
Well,
those breasts, and they just don't even sound the least attractive.
Come to the Transformers Victory restaurant where you can get some lion breast and hawk breast.
Also,
You tried your best.
wasn't there also a Cobra Breast for Death Cobra?
Well, there's. Oh yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah.
Cobra breasts?
On the,
Oh wait, it doesn't have a name.
yeah, Death Cobra, the one that never got a toy. He turned into a
Yeah.
helicopter.
It doesn't have a name though.
It was cool.
Wait, is that the one based on Serpentor? Because that's what I see when I'm looking at it. Like the guy looks like
Might
it's
be. That's-
Serpentor.
That's a good
Ah.
point. We need to
Oh,
make a Lao Kaiser for Combiner Wars and include him as an optional.
What
Sir-
if we do that for the Combiner War custom character?
Oh yeah,
That would be kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah, we should try to do
a
that.
Victor,
Yeah, but we'll have to rename
And-
Hellbat.
an Eastern Combiner group. Or
We should probably mention to the audience what I am talking about right now.
Yeah,
please
Hasbro has
do.
announced a new fan build contest because that's the contest that created Windblade, who is actually a pretty cool toy and character.
Yeah,
Just
Given-
needs bigger heels.
I got bigger heels. Just get the Shapeways ones. There's like a customs.
Yeah,
thread
Yeah, I
about it.
know. I have to go purchase those.
Honestly, those
I'm
look
not
cool. I
even
just
gonna
don't
touch
really like the look of them that much. I think I'm just gonna get a Tamashi stand to put her on, a clear Tamashi stage, because she has
Alright.
the works for it. But yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah,
they
she does.
So basically, Hasbro has announced that they're going to do a new fan-built poll. This time it's going to be for an entirely new combiner that's going to be released.
Hey guys, hold on. Apparently someone needs me real quick, which was actually quite surprising, seeing as how I'm like never really needed.
Okay, so
Alright,
that
yeah.
happened.
Okay,
Yep.
so is the fan-built combiner coming out in 2015 or 2016?
The Combiner Wars stuff or the fans one?
The fan-built combiner, is that...
I'm gonna have to look that up. Hold on.
I want to say it's a 16.
It's gonna be based on their app. If I'm not mistaken, it's the Age of Extinction app.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
going to be... playing Transformers app. They're just rebranding it.
No, don't.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's sometime later this year, though.
See how they work.
I would think next year if it requires new tooling.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
Unless the
sometime
fans
during
are-
this year.
unless Hasbro is really crafty and manages to reuse most of them.
Yeah, it all depends on what options they provide for the poll. They might only allow for...
Oh my gosh, we have so much news to talk about for Combiner Wars. So
I'm
much
back.
shit.
Well, there's the Unite figures that have Slingshot.
Oh no, we're getting those as well.
I
Did you
want
not
to
hear?
see the Beast as a combiner released for Combiner Wars.
A better designed version of the Beast, I'd be on board with.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Because
Like one based on like Dino King would work because like the regular
Yeah.
Beast design isn't viable as a toy. But
It-
one
it
based on
couldn't-
Dino King would work very well.
yeah,
All right, I found the news for the Combiner poll.
I got it.
All right.
but
Yeah, the date has not been announced yet, but the Age of Extinction app will be updated to become the official Transformers app, and that'll be where the voting will be done.
Right. Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
yeah,
Okay, so do you want to talk about Transformers Adventure now?
yeah, I think we kind of cut away
Well,
from.
we're still on Combiner Wars, so let's finish up that topic, where there's a lot of
Okay.
shit that has come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's get through the Combiner Wars one then.
First of all, we may be getting a Titan Devastator.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Dude, that's gonna be freaking huge.
We've already
That's gonna be
got-
awesome if they do it right.
Yeah.
I'm honestly hoping that there's some way, an optional way to put Prowl into Devastator. Like, as
Oh
an
yeah.
That would be
option.
dope.
That needs to happen.
Well, it's RID.
But-
You're probably gonna have to
Yeah,
have
but-
fans clamoring for like Scrapper or
Combiner
Hook.
Wars
And,
Yeah, but like, I think Scrapper is dead in already, and that's why Prowl, because I think
Yeah.
Hook got moved to a position as the leg.
well, Scrapper could still work as a leg, but not as functional as before.
No, because I think there was one point where, I can't remember what section was, like, one Combiner member was dead, they were able to still use his corpse.
1 second.
What was that?
Apparently that was a dog.
No, that was cats. And I'm
Oh,
going to
that was a
punch them.
cat?
That did not sound like a cat. I thought
Okay.
you had like a dinosaur in your room, man. Oh my god.
A dinosaur in your room.
Yeah,
That'd be
man.
awesome.
The one
That's
dinosaur
my
that,
cat.
that like
That's one of
survived and you decided to like harbor it.
No, it's just my cat, and she's a bitch.
That'd be awesome. Let's have a pet dinosaur.
Oh my
I would want a pet dinosaur.
She might as well be a dinosaur. She's pretty old.
But yeah, so we got basically rumor of Titan Devastator has been confirmed.
Dude, all the combiners deserve a Titan form because let's be honest, man. With them being deluxe classes, they're freaking combiners. I would rather them be, a bit more.
Hefty.
Yeah, I guess you could say.
All the
Well,
lim-
judging just by the fact that I have the FOC Bruticus mold, both
Lucky.
the Platinum and the G2, shut up, they were awesome.
I said lucky. I want one.
Well, the
Ah.
size of them, they're pretty good size when all combined.
Yeah,
So
they're
having Voyager as the center, I think that'll bring them to an even better size. But bringing
Yeah,
the Titan, that'll make it
Yeah.
perfect to verse like the Omega Supreme that was released.
Well, it'll be
Oh,
better
yeah.
if it's on combiners where the chest, where the torso was at the lugs and all the limbs were basic size. Has to be better than that.
Yeah.
I have
My-
the
I don't-
Imperion.
Wait,
That,
what?
and it's just tiny.
I think my only problem with like the Combiner Wars figures so far is that like all of the Voyagers they have haven't really had a good waist joint, as in they haven't had any, and that's
Yeah,
I
but
don't know,
you
for me,
realize a
that's a-
lot of Transformer figures, period, nowadays aren't really getting waist joints.
yeah, even the Masterpiece Ultra Magnus, and that really pisses me off.
I
Yeah.
wonder why.
Because you're a Magnus fan, boy.
Well,
I
that-
wonder why would
uh,
Magnus be hating on lost an articulation on an Ultra Magnus figure.
I only
Well,
have the original MP1 repaint, and that one isn't exactly that good. So, but at least it has a waist joint.
the upcoming leader class, Magnus, so that might work.
Oh,
Maybe.
yeah, we're going to be getting that leader class.
Oh,
Maybe.
And also, we may be getting a Combiner War one.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
Well, that could be
Oh,
Ultra Magnus, could be
The
Thunder
whites.
class.
The whites.
The White
Repaint,
Optimus
yeah.
Prime.
That had
With-
the Roadrage chest plate. It most likely is Ultra Magnus, but it could be Thunder Crash.
I wonder how they're going to explain the white Magnus in IDW, though, if they are going to use it.
Although that combined mode head looks a lot like Nova.
Oh,
wow, that actually looks pretty cool.
that's not a bad idea.
I
I
don't
don't
see
think
what
that
I
makes-
mean by white head looks like Nova, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's too close.
Well, because isn't Nova Nemesis Prime technically still around in IDW?
Yeah, there's
I
an
think
alternate
he is.
universe version, I think.
Yeah, so they could always bring him back. Maybe Hot Rod gets brainwashed or something, and that's why they're working together.
Or if that's his universe's Hot Rod.
That okay.
That might
Honestly,
work.
I'm honestly really think they made Hot Rod a Legend class as reference to Star Convoy, and I think that's awesome
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
because I honestly want an updated Star Convoy.
Isn't that the one that Animated Optimus was based on?
No.
Like, at least chest-wise, wasn't it?
I think so.
No, I
They
don't-
have the same chest design. Yes, they do.
maybe a little.
Maybe a little. I'm looking right at it.
I'm not necessarily sure if that was a direct inspiration, but there probably is similarities.
Yeah.
The headlights are the same. The window shape is the same.
I think Animated did a good job as a show, I guess.
And
I
actually,
think
now
it's
that I'm looking-
Everybody
overrated.
agrees except for T-Fan. Let's be
No, I
honest.
think
Yeah.
Animated's a bit overrated. At least the first two seasons.
Well, what you do have to admit is the fact that it's not too immature. It's a decently
not-
written show.
No, it's a really good, well-written show. Except that Sari had to keep learning the same lesson like 4 or 5 times.
Well, she's
Yeah,
a
T-Fan
T-Fan
kid.
hated like the first few episodes just because it
Sorry.
started making little kid jokes.
Sari was
Yeah.
the weakest part of the series until she grew up.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's how I was thinking too. That's
Once she grew up, she
why it
became
was
a
so-
very good character. But actually, now
That's
I'm
why I
looking at
thought
the
it was-
new now I'm looking at the new RID Optimus Prime could make a decent Star Convoy base.
It
A
could.
good repaint, a little
That-
remolding.
That works a lot actually. Now that I'm looking at it.
I
Take
might
a look.
actually get like one of the smaller class Optimus Prime just to try that.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
take
it
the
does
deluxe
look dark.
and put it with the Legends class figure. Want to be Legend class Hot Rod? Wouldn't be too bad.
Oh yeah.
no.
Well, that's good. Like get the Voyager Prime and the Legends Hot Rod. That would work.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Though the only real thing is it doesn't have the tire treaded roller forming the back of this trailer.
Unless we don't get Voyagers in RID because it doesn't seem like it so far.
Nope.
Yeah.
They're
But that-
pathetically diminutive.
It's weird how we've gotten so close to the release that they're already released, but no Voyagers.
Have there been any Voyager class versions announced yet?
I don't think so.
Um,
The only Voyagers are in something we're supposed to be talking about a little bit later.
yeah, because there is the RD game that pretty much includes pretty much all the currently known figure classes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, the one step Bumblebee design in the game actually looks pretty cool with the actual chest front end becoming his chest plate. It actually looks pretty nice.
Mm.
The toy doesn't look that good, but in the game, the one step of Bumblebee set looks pretty good.
That's good.
I haven't really checked that out.
Just because it makes it different. It doesn't have that same ubiquitous design they all share.
Yeah. The shockwave styled chests and whatnot.
Yeah.
Bumblebee still looks too much like a Viacon to me.
He looks like a Viacon and Smokescreen were melted together.
I can see
I
that.
thought you were going to say that Viacon Sochi had a baby. So I thought you were going with that.
I was trying to be a little bit cleaner.
Congratulations, you just introduced a new fandom into the world.
No, that's
We better
already
keep
been an
this
idea.
podcast away from my girlfriend then.
Oh my sweet guy, she
Wait, what?
She ships it.
She ships. She ships.
Shit,
Shit.
Yeah.
just shit.
What was your next due time? There's a lot of Vietcons out there.
Oh yes,
Yep.
yes. Although after the events of Predacons
my
Rising,
bitch.
I don't know how many are left.
Well, I would assume that the Autobots would keep the Vietcons around as labor force, because technically speaking, they are drones.
Yeah, but they
It
were
would-
killing themselves. Do you not remember the whole sequence where Bulkhead tells the Vietcons, "No, don't put that there yet," and then they
Yeah.
like kill all of them that were right there.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but you can probably make more.
exactly.
Oh, yeah.
That's
There's somewhat
That's
In
like-
sick.
fact, in fact, you know what'd be kind of cool for RID?
Hmm.
If they tweak the Viacon molds or schematics to remold them to look friendlier and make them auto troopers.
so basically what I'm doing in Exceed, where Vietcons
really?
are also. Yeah, it's like the Vietcon, the Auto Troopers in Exceed is going to be the Viacon model repainted into the police colors. of the
Well,
Auto
yeah,
And then change
Well,
their
and-
head.
a new head. Yeah, that's
I'm talking about for what I'm going to do with Exceed, which I've mentioned this in the private group before.
Why am
well-
not in it?
well
That's because
the
you
I feel so awkward.
the auto
I don't care.
the auto troopers. I think
so alone.
I think it can't be as simple as just. We don't think it can be as simple as just a new head. And, oh, damn it!
Something like the Auto Troopers would probably get like a different weapon loadout because Auto Troopers are more for like defense, not like Vietcons are more offensive units.
Well,
Auto
that
Troopers are more defense and security.
Yeah, I can see that.
I
So
like
they
my.
probably get
They're
like,
adorable looking, I guess.
Auto Troopers would get probably like different weaponry and some changed armor.
What I was thinking is you take off like the pointy, more menacing bits, maybe beef them up a little bit.
Well, except for the spoiler. The spoiler stay pointy because it looks cool. Leave the alt mode as it is because that's an awesome alt mode.
It
Yeah.
is. It's like the Batmobile. It's just too cool to get rid of.
Yeah.
Especially when you look at the Arms Micron version,
Oh.
where they basically add in a thruster in the back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not weird.
That's begging
then
to be
with,
repainted to the Batmobile.
And then the wing version, the Air Viacon without the wings, is basically the Beyond Batmobile.
Those look super cool. The Air Viacons, I wish I could grab
Yeah.
them.
I wish they came out in America.
Oh yeah, so many of the Arm Micron molds I wish came
Breakdown.
in America.
Why does America not get any of the good stuff? We're the land of the free and the home of the brave, but we get like the really weird shit.
Well,
No China.
Wait, you
Weird.
have to remember this road. We don't get the weird shit Japan does with all the tentacle porn.
it's a
And,
give and take
and
situation.
Japan is a place that you wish you could be because of all their Transformers.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
Honestly, I want,
That
to go,
and the-
I want to take a trip to Japan at some point in my life. I want to go to Japan.
well,
You're not
I
young, brother.
me too. I mainly to get like the cooler Japanese figures, especially for Super Sentai. You know.
And
Ranger,
Roger.
let me guess, you'd
Like
want to
Kyoryu.
visit the 1-for-1 scale Gundam in Japan.
Oh, I'm definitely going to go see that.
Oh, wait, I don't think Road and Magnus heard about this. The fact
What?
that there is there's a Gundam shop in Japan
I think
that
it's the
literally has a giant statue of the original Gundam.
one-to-one
One-to-one.
scale. The one-to-one scale RX-78-2. I think the store's called Gundam Front.
That actually sounds
It
pretty
is
damn
actually, and actually, it was. Do you remember the massive earthquakes that hit Japan a while back?
good. Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
erected before those, and it withstood it all.
So did
Wow.
the Ichigo and Akka Ranger statues.
Oh yeah, those did too. It's funny. It's like it's a big cultural icon, survive the devastation. It's actually really cool if you think about it.
Well,
Okay,
yeah.
That's pretty damn cool.
Especially when it's a giant robot looking upon the city.
Or
in the
even in the case of Ichigo, just a man being able to withstand all of that.
Oh yeah.
Hey, man, a symbol of hope, I guess. Like they're Superman. I don't know. That was a terrible reference.
I don't
But
know.
I'll
Ichigo
see.
is more like Batman, but better.
Yeah, like Common and Super Sentai are definitely closest to Well, I would say
DC
Super Sentai is like Batman, Kamen Rider is like Iron Man. I guess that's the best comparison.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because
I don't know.
like
Super
has
Sen-
has a beefier
Kamen Rider,
armor.
Kamen Rider seems more intense and serious, so that's what makes me draw the Batman comparison with Ichigo.
And
Except if Batman was a cyborg and kind of cool and not super OP.
while we're talking about Kamen Rider, there's the Movie War Tyson GP Grand Prix coming out for Drive.
Oh yeah, Kamen Rider
and we're
3.
getting Kamen Rider Sango. Yeah, Kamen Rider Sango.
I'm still trying to catch up on all the Kamen Riders.
I still have to
There's no
watch
point.
Double and Gaim and start Drive and finish Wizard.
And watch O's. That one's great.
Oh, I watched those. That was my first one.
Mine too.
Gaim not too long ago, and I loved it. Gaim was incredible near the end.
Oh yeah, you gotta love Gaim.
I really want to talk about, but too many spoilers, because Gaim is one where spoilers are actually a big deal.
Yeah, very much.
Especially,
Since there's a Gaim Drive movie coming out, and another Gaim special with Baron and Zangetsu.
yeah, and the Gaim crossover movie has the Drive type fruit and Gaim's Drive arms, which
Drive arms. The cool new like head crest for Gaim and everything.
Yeah.
I'm not really a fan of the Drive arms because it just doesn't really look as good. But type fruit is just so ridiculous; it's awesome.
Yeah,
Well, it fits with the style of Gaim.
I'm still not a huge fan of like chest wheel, but it's cool and all.
I just love his giant hat. It's like a giant orange sombrero.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of like the scene in Gaim where they're like trying to lure in and invest, and Gaim has a garbage can on his head. I know, not a garbage can, like he's hiding in a garbage can, and you can see part of the crest sticking out of the garbage can lid.
Oh yeah. Oh
It's
yeah.
a cat. I heard the cat. I heard that meow.
Yes, where
It's
you
my
can like
first
stick a
cat
giant like
trying to do
half an
that.
orange. You can like stick like a giant orange half onto one of Trigeron's wheels because it's compatible.
Yeah. You heard the meowing, that's my brother's douchebag cat. He's the one who was pissing off my old dinosaur cat.
Dino-
Bro, you gotta let them duke it out. You gotta just stand out of the way and let them duke it out.
And
I'm
start
tempted,
playing
like-
Eye of the Tiger. See which one actually wins.
No, Tyson is too much of a wimp. Katie would kill him.
Oh, it's a man and a female. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, we'd
And
rather not
old.
have any domestic charges.
An old female and a young male. A young, stupid male.
Well, talk about a cougar.
I'll kill
No.
you. Fafireguy. I swear by God, these jokes.
I blame my girlfriend. She loves puns.
No, I got a friend here at college who's like the pun master. He just whips out puns like an Uzi fires bullets.
Have you started
They
calling him
don't-
Carlos? Never mind, over your head.
That racist.
So,
What?
so Kamen Rider Sango, I actually really like its design.
Friend
It
is
looks like
Mexican.
The Kamen Rider Sango one kind of reminds me of the Kamen Rider the first aesthetic.
Yes, it's basically kind of like the design Ichigo had before he got his newest look when he had the mostly black color scheme, which
That looks pretty damn dope.
I feel so stupid. I thought that when Magnus was talking about Ichigo, I thought he was talking about the Bleach character.
I know that's just Bleach. Get on board, man. It's Ichigo, the cooler version of Batman.
the Bug Fiend Batman. He's Bugman.
I was so confused when you were comparing to Batman. I'm like, he has like a sword and stuff.
Wait,
like
wouldn't
that.
he be Bataman? It sounds
Well,
close enough, and it's the Japanese word for grasshopper.
Yeah, but I'm trying to do like an American superhero name, so he'd more likely be like Bugman or something.
Lame.
What would you call an American superhero version of Kamen Rider Ichigo?
I have no idea. I'll get back to you on that one.
Yeah,
I'll
don't
get
look
back to
anymore.
you on episode 500.
I finally got it, guys.
You know, like Kamen Rider Sango's Kamen costume is a lot like one of Ichigo's older costumes before he got the Shin version that he and Nigo use now, which is actually fairly recent overall.
I was thinking it looks more like one of the Kamen Rider the first or the next costumes.
Well, like those were based on one of the originals from the original series, the first and the next.
More modern, is what I'm saying. It looks modern.
And this is that same kind of thing.
I feel so lost right now.
Plus, he has the yellow muffler, which the generic Chakra Riders had in the original series that weren't one of the main two. The Chakra, like, when Nigo were special, there was, like, a bunch of Chakra Riders besides them. They all had the yellow mufflers and gloves.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I like that they gave him a yellow muffler.
Maybe it's a little hint.
Maybe there's actually going to be several.
What was, did you just try to do a guitar solo with just, what the hell?
No. I was supposed to go, I was trying to go the dun dun dun.
He's like, he did.
Okay, I feel like please stop. You sound like that one really weird Muppet.
So, Ingo, what do you think of Mach design, Kamen Rider Mach? What do you think of Kamen Rider Mach from Drive? What do you think of his?
Let me see. Hold on.
You can see him in the second poster on that page.
Yeah. Personally, I am liking Mach. He's not looking that bad.
He kind of reminds me of Axel in a way.
I can see that.
Yeah, I see.
That would make a lot of sense because Axel also was kind of a motorcycle.
Yeah, like to me, Drive looks like an upgrade of Axel's powers. Mach kind of looks like a side grade to Axel. Like he could be another, like a second Axel.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Because Drive to me really does look like an upgraded Axel. Maybe that's just me.
Well, the wheel on one shoulder is stupid, but it's not as stupid as the sideways chest wheel.
Well, at least.
Oh, like type technique.
At least it isn't on his neck.
Yeah.
Like Type Wild.
How would
Type Wild had it on his shoulder.
That would be weird. Just turning your head on that one.
Yeah.
Type Wild is probably the most effective crowd can use tires, just because of how it's positioned. Which, like, if he uses it to make it this full
a giant collar,
you just have like a chest Gatling for Type Wild.
Yeah.
Like, Type Wild, if you use Dream Vegas full throttle, you basically have a giant shoulder-mounted Gatling gun, and that's pretty cool.
No way, I was thinking about not Wild, but
Technique.
Yeah, Technique.
Yeah, it's like sideways through his chest. It is a very weird look.
Yeah, the Wild, I love his design personally.
Yeah, same here. Well, here's the thing. Technique is based on a garbage truck, so So Drive has a garbage truck themed form. Speed, like Type Speed is a race car. Type Wild is a off-road or dune buggy, I think.
Yeah, like an off-road vehicle.
And like Drive, like Type Fruits, I'll just have to show you a picture of the shift car. It's basically like, it looks like the orange themed Batmobile.
Is this thing still working?
What?
I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Okay, good. So that's just weird. The right side just gave out.
Oh, that's not fun.
No. Well, I told you it was an old broken down set. I'm amazed it still works.
Okay, here we go. I found a picture of the Type Fruits shift car.
Okay, now Ranger, you're going to shit.
Am I?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, well, that's the Type Fruit shift car. I'm just saying, it looks like an orange-themed Batmobile.
Let me see.
Oh my god, it does. Well, I'm not going to say it's weird. It actually
okay, that one was on go. Let's see.
Yeah, yeah.
I could see them reusing the shell for a proper Drive form.
It looks like something that would be in the. It looks like something that would be in the Adam West Batman show. Like, if Gaim was popular here for whatever reason.
Oh yeah.
Like if we had time travel when the Adam West show was going on.
But no, but
Yeah,
I could
time
actually,
travel while the Animalist was going on. That'd be just crazy.
no, but I could actually see them using this shift car design for an actual drive car later on because it does look
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Maybe in another Gaim crossover. That one is good for profits.
Something
They'll
like-
probably
I
do
mean, like-
more than one.
Well, I mean, like something unrelated to Guy. I mean, just the actual design of the car is good enough. They could probably reuse it for something else.
Yeah, but it seems to make more sense there.
And plus, doesn't like every previous writer have like a second moment with the current writer? Most
Well,
of
like
the time?
usually,
Kinda. I was
like usually
thinking more
the
of...
writer. Like usually, the new writer is introduced at the end of the last writer's movie or final episode, and then they
Yeah.
get their crossover later on. But I think,
Yeah, 'cause
yeah,
didn't-
Guy did that with Wizard. He was in the
didn't-
series instead of the movie, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but also didn't Birth show up at the end of like the Double and O's movie, or was that?
don't
Am I thinking?
think so. I don't think so. But I think the only writer who didn't do that was Decade in recent times. I don't think he had like a cameo.
No, I don't think he did.
I know that
think-
Forza had like a moment in the Double O and
Yeah, I think
Yeah, it was Forza I was thinking of.
yeah.
it does. It's been a thing in Super Sentai for a while. Kamen Rider's just recently starting to do it too.
Oh yeah, like in the movies they've been doing it for a while, where the new team will show up.
Yeah,
Because I
sometimes
remember Tokyuger showed up at the end of the Kyoryuger and Go Busters movie to fight the what was
Yeah.
it, Messiah, whatever Zeltrax's counterpart's called.
Yeah, and then Gokaiger showed up at the end of Go Sager versus Shinkinser to fight the Squid Guy,
Yeah,
which they pretty much wrecked him, and Marvelous didn't do anything.
yeah.
Well, does he really have to do much except
All
for
he-
just looking badass?
All he did was whack him into the air and
Just-
shoot him.
He basically, Marvelous turned into Go on Red and just stood there with his arms crossed until the end, and then he used the combined the railway blaster and man thing. I can't remember what that combined weapon's called. But you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay, so Forza within a lot of different appearances.
Yeah,
Apparently,
he was
Double O movie, then Forza, then Forza and Double
superhero
O.
Tyson.
Did you say
Yeah.
Double O movie? Did you just say Double O movie?
Forza or Triple or O's. I
This is
think
in
Double O.
Gundam. You're thinking of Gundam 00.
I thought he was
Shut
going
up.
to talk about James Bond for a minute.
That'd be 007.
Yeah.
I know.
And then we've got the superhero Tyson. Then we got the Forza
Tyson.
movie Tyson.
Tyson, not Tenson.
Did I say that right?
You said
The
Tyson.
second time you did.
Okay.
Yeah. I tried
And then
correcting
Wizard and Forza. Then Kamen Rider and Super Sentai Space Sheriff. Then Wizard in 2
Gavon.
episodes. Then
Never been more lost.
Tensei
in
Rider versus Showa Rider.
Never been more lost.
I think... Wait, did Eiji? No, they used a guy who didn't sound anything like him in the Kamen Rider Tyson one.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's
this is available
always...
on iTunes?
What?
Oh no, it's just the Power Ranger Dino Charge theme song is available on iTunes and Amazon.
Oh yeah, I saw
Alright.
that one too.
Oh yeah, it's honestly that's a lot better than the Super Mega Force and Samurai.
It's the
Oh,
best theme song we've
there's-
gotten in a long time.
There's no... It's not hard to step up from Super Mega Force and Samurai. If nothing else,
Yeah.
because it's not lazy.
Yeah.
Well, they
Sam-
still use
I
Go-Go
got-
Power Rangers, but
Yeah, but it's in a different style.
and it sounds like a new band.
Yeah.
Dino Charge is basically kind of did what Zio did. It took the original theme and then remixed it with some new...
Like Super
some-
Mega Force should have done.
Yeah.
Like here, with the theme songs, I can understand when Samurai did it because, of course, Saban just got their franchise back. They want to celebrate, so let's reuse the old theme. That I can understand, but it should have had an original theme. Megaforce, it kind of fit because it was trying to emulate MMPR, but Super Megaforce needed its own track.
Yeah, I mean, if they saved it for Super Mega Force, it would have been okay, or even Mega Force, because at least the team colors are similar to Mighty Morphin. There's
Mighty Morphin,
even-
well,
There's even like a saber-toothed cat for the Yellow Ranger. It's close
Yeah.
enough. And
with Megaforce, they were trying to emulate NPR, but they failed miserably.
yeah,
And Super Megaforce wasn't even worthy of being called an anniversary series.
or an adaptation of Go Kaiger.
It was close to being Kaiju. It was basically
It was pathetic. I could go on about it all day.
Yeah, I
There
bet
was,
you could.
there was literally only one
Especially-
episode that I saw, and I heard that's one of the better ones, and I still just facepalm. It's the one with
What
the
is
Jungle Fury reference with
Oh,
that's probably the
Casey
best
with
one.
being
with Casey
the-
teaching them.
yeah.
Casey was like
How
a
does one
ghost.
have the spirit of a fictional animal?
Don't
Like-
know.
The phoenix does not exist. The snake exists. The phoenix does not.
You have the
Hey.
spirit of the phoenix. You
No,
have
it
the
doesn't
spirit of the
exist.
phoenix. You have the spirit of the phoenix.
Okay, it worked for like
They went
the
to-
bad guys
They went to
because
the Harry Potter universe and picked up Fox.
Oh yes.
well, Camille had like the phoenix spirit, and I could forgive that because they're evil. They can make shit up. But that's not a good sign when the heroes do that.
Hey man, it worked with
'Cause-
Stick Force.
That's implying that like Emma is evil, like she's like Camille.
Well, there is the whole thing where like the whole fantasy was like Emma is like the reason she's always in the forest because that's where she goes to bury the dead bodies from all the people that she kills. Like she's like a murderer in the fandom. The
Oh.
Megaforce Ranger is like a serial killer. Anyone
Wait,
who like
what?
messes with nature gets killed. Like in the fandom, that's like the accepted her like persona is that she's always in the forest because she's out burying dead bodies. Like if you like mess with nature, she kills you.
Okay.
That's what people have decided on.
Guys. So I was
And
reading
Troy-
up some notes on Wizard for a second.
Yeah?
Apparently, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but apparently Wizard is spotted in in a teaser trailer for Dino Charge.
Yeah, because it was
Wait,
recycled footage.
What?
Yeah, it's recycled footage. It's not
Yeah, but I
Him and
never
Beast.
realized that Wizard was in there.
him and
I
Beast.
You Wizard in there.
You can
forget.
cast Beast for like a glimpse, and Wizard too. I have a picture of the glimpse at Wizard.
It's
Oh,
like
well,
what
that's...
you think,
I, hmm.
what was that footage from that they got put in there? What was that?
The
footage?
original teaser that was like at Power Morphicon or San Diego Comic Con.
Like what was the footage from the original series that they used that resulted in them getting Wizard and Beast there? What was
Superhero Tyson, the superhero time TV bits.
Oh,
you
right,
know?
that part. Yeah. Oh, that part. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still think it would have been cool if they did try to do another counter adaptation under Saban and actually did it right this time.
Oh yeah.
I think like the Speed Racer Flubber idea for Decade would have been cool, but it's way too far back. They just rush it until they got to Gain.
Oh yeah, the Battle of Friedenoy idea he showed off.
Yeah, that. Decade
That's
probably
before
works
that.
the best, but I mean, O's.
Decade would have worked when Samurai was on because he had the crossover. That would have been the reason
Yeah,
how
that
they
would
should.
have been perfect.
O's would have worked
Or even when Super Mega Force was showing, because they're both kind of going back
Together.
to previous years and bringing in
On-
new Ranger forms.
lazy
now-
Ranger form.
I think if they wanted to do Kamen Rider now, the best choice would either be Forze or Guy would be the best choice to adapt because they would be the most readily adapted.
Yeah,
Because Forze
mean-
was always trying, like Americanizing things.
I mean, Wizard could do it now because, I mean, if they did like announced today that they're doing a Wizard adaptation, it would work because then they could have like use crossover footage with Wizard and Kyoryuger to like promote
yeah.
it. But
Yeah, and
too little, too late, I guess. It would have to be Gaim now.
if they want to actually do a crossover with Power Rangers, or it could
I-
be. Well, here's the thing: they could do new footage like they did for A Friend in Need.
Meh.
I
Don't
don't like the
get me
sound of that.
Don't get me started.
A Friend in Need was better than the entirety of the Master Rider series. That's a
Well,
fact.
By the way, that reminds me, Stone kinda could voice the guy from Masked Rider.
Oh,
as-
like,
As horrible as it sounds, he kinda sounds like a more expressive version of Dex from Masked Rider.
that's why I said he could do it.
Yeah, I just think that's a horrible comparison.
I'd say like you guys are clever. That's a pretty good impression of the dude too.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Wizard could work if they started now, but
I
because
think
the show's gonna come on the 7th.
Yeah.
yeah, and
I
like
mean,
if
Dino
they
Charge.
and did the rights to Kamen Rider Dragon Knight ever go anywhere after Adness went down? Did the rights to Dragon Knight ever go?
No, I thought they were gonna do like something with Fies. That would have been cool if they had like original footage with Fies showing up at the end.
I heard they were going to do something with Blade actually. You make a sequel using footage because of the whole card gimmick still.
Well, I
Which
think
that's-
Fies would have worked better like if they did it sequentially.
Well, here's the thing. I'm thinking like because I'm thinking like if like Saban could swap the right could like get hold of the rights to Dragon Knight, they could do a thing with Blade.
Yeah, that's true.
Because that would actually be pretty cool if they could get like a lot of the original like writing staff. Because Dragon Knight was pretty good actually.
Oh
I
yeah.
haven't seen it yet.
I like Dragon Knight better than I like Ryuki.
I think Saban actually has been like banned from ever doing a Kamen Rider interpretation again since Master Rider was so bad. I think I saw something that the creator, who is now dead, said that as long as he was alive, they couldn't adapt Kamen Rider again.
Well, now he's dead,
They're gonna do
so...
it. They're gonna do it.
Yeah.
They could. Honestly, I think that if they could get most of the original staff from Dragon Knight back, they could pull off something amazing.
Yeah.
'Cause I love Dragon Knight.
Even if they skipped to like one of the more modern ones, like again, Decade could work because cards.
Yeah, and I feel like what they could do is go reverse of Kamen Rider and use Decade as a bridge to introduce the rest of the Kamen Riders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like have him going to new worlds and meeting these new riders.
Yeah, they
like,
had to make a lot of original footage, but it would be cool.
Well, of course.
Well, not necessarily.
What they could do is they could combine
For
footage from the Decade episodes and footage from the old original series.
Yeah.
well,
Little
yeah, but
mix.
that'd be kind of choppy. That's like old MMPR stuff right there.
Sure.
Well, look at what Dragon Knight did. They had a lot of original footage and a lot of Ryuki footage too, and they mostly it shifted it to make it match.
Well,
So
yeah, but I'm talking like footage from different series being spliced together. Because like there's a Mighty Morphin fight where they're fighting against the new Thunder Zords or whatever, and
Yeah, I'm
you
feeling
can you can see Daijujin in some shots.
Well, I'm saying like for like the Decade, they could use since you wouldn't need Decade in every single shot, so you could use footage from the original series of the actual main rider fighting the enemies.
Yeah, I could. That'd be kind of cool. I just at this point, I'd just give anything for them to. I'd pretty much give anything to get some like O's stuff over here because that shit's expensive.
I
Just
so
the
want
import-
the O's budget
Super best
figures,
driver.
and yet they're so fucking expensive.
Ironic, isn't it?
I know, they're more expensive than the figure arts at times.
Yeah, they really need to do a 2.0 of O's like they did with Blade and what was the other one?
I think it was...
Kabuto. Kabuto and
Which
Blade.
there's a
got
Kyoryu
2.0
Red.
measures.
Yeah.
Which there's a Go Red
Oh.
2.0 now.
Well, actually, like, yeah, O's and Decade really need 2.0 versions because I've heard they're actually pretty bad in comparison to modern figure arts.
My only problem with the Wizard
It's-
figure arts, which are the only ones that I own, is the whole fact that the waist keeps falling off.
Well, I actually have the O's figure arts because I'm a sucker for it, of course.
Oh yes.
But
I actually
like,
want to pick up some of the figure eyes coming out of model kits. Actually,
think
that's where I think I'm going to go.
I think my biggest problem with that and even the new renewal Black RX I got is the legs really can't move as far apart or freely to support wide-legged stances like my Shinken Gold and Shinken Red figures. Like they're not built the same as Super Sentai characters who can make wide-legged stances without falling off.
Well, we
falling
also
down
have to remember
and
that in
falling
Power Rangers they have less bulk around them.
Speaking of Shinken Red, we actually found that figure art, I think the American release version, for
Yeah.
$15 on Amazon.
Yeah, and the Megaforce Morpher is $15.
Yeah.
If you want one, I don't know what you want.
Um,
Oh, and the Ghost Sager stuff I think has started going on sale again.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry, no, Ranger. It's not for $15.
not
It's
anymore.
25.
No,
It's 25 probably, but
It's so much worse. It's $16 with free shipping.
Oh, a whole $16.
ouch.
Oh,
No.
man.
No
My
deal.
wallet.
Deal breaker.
Oh.
Deal breaker.
Okay.
I already have one, but deal
No,
breaker.
actually, oh my gosh, it's so much funnier. The American release is $20, but the Japanese one is $16.
Wow.
What?
With free shipping. So you're basically buying the superior version of the character for less.
Okay, so jumping away from that kind of for a second, do you remember Toei Spider-Man series with the giant robot Leopardon?
Yeah, those appeared.
Hi.
Those appeared
the
recently, and
Yeah, they
Yeah,
got it in Spider-Verse. I
yeah,
would love for them to make a new, like, articulated Leopardon toy.
yeah.
Actually looks pretty cool.
The Soul of Chogokin line that makes like the Sentai Max, they really need to, well, one, release the ones they have. They really like showed off 3-4 years ago. Like I think it's Boken. What's the name of the Bokenger mech? It's like
I can.
Daiboken, thank you. Daiboken, Geki Toja, Ryuseo, the Gokai-O, like the Shinkenger, I forget what the names of some of these are, but
Shinken Gokai-O. Is that what you're thinking of?
Shinken Gokai-O, but yeah. Like they released those, like showed those at like a con a few years ago, and they still haven't done anything with those. They need to release those and make the Labradon, or how is it pronounced? Spider-Man's mech?
Leopardon or Leopardon, one of those two.
Leopardon. Yeah, that works for me. Ooh, that and what am I thinking of? Oh, they need to do their own version. Well, them or SH Monster Arts need to do their own version of Dragon Caesar.
Oh,
To
you know,
go with Daijujin.
we also need the Pacific Rim Jaegers as, like, these high-end collectors' Japanese toys.
Oh yeah. The Soul of Chogokin. Yeah, imagine that. Soul of Chogokin Pacific Rim Jaegers.
And then
So
Monster
much
Arts.
better than the Nico ones we have.
Yeah, the NECA.
I thought it was NECA.
Yeah, you're right. It's probably NECA. They just aren't that good.
That's why I don't buy them.
That's why I don't own any of them, except the only thing that I own from other parties other than Hasbro and Bandai is honestly just one Halo figure. And that's just because the fact that I was like, you know what? I'm going to test it. Nope.
Aside
Well,
Horrible
actually-
quality.
I
aside
actually
from
want to get the sprue kits, Halo sets. Those look cool.
Well, those are from Bandai, so.
Yeah, they are. And Bandai does model kits.
Yeah, my little brother got the what's it called? I think it's level 3. The one that would be equal to a Master Grade in Gundam.
Yeah, that's level 3. Level 3
Yeah,
is
he got the level 3 one, and he's like, I did not realize that when it said 9 inches, it meant larger than my 6-inch figures.
Are you serious?
What?
Are you definitely serious?
Cool.
I am for real.
Oh, you know what I realized would be perfect for the sprue kit? I was actually talking about this with Fire because they have the levels 1, 2, and 3, and the levels 2 and 3 line up perfectly with Bandai's figurized models, where the 1/6 are level 2, the MG figurized are level 3. So I really hope they eventually release the Kamen Rider and Tiger and Bunny sets in the sprue kit line, so I can get them off the shelves easily.
Tiger and Bunny, that's my guilty pleasure right now. Oh my gosh, that's so good.
Yes, Tiger and Bunny is great, and he's watching the dub, so
I watched the
I watched-
dub, I finished it, and now the
Never watched that.
final thing that I have to watch is a movie that hasn't been dubbed yet.
honestly, I tried to watch it a little bit, and honestly, some of the characters just watching the sub first. I have like already set the idea of how the characters should sound, so the dub is just weird.
Yeah, I know.
The dub has the main characters of okay, Knockout is the leader. Is the
Darren
main
Norris?
sponsor. The voice of Knockout.
Yeah, isn't that Darren Norris?
Yep.
It is Darren Norris.
So let's see. So we have Knockout leading
Dinkelberg.
Ben 10 and who's the other one, Ranger?
Oh crap! Who was it?
Yuri
Who was it?
Lowenthal?
Yeah, he's Barnaby.
Huh.
He's Barnaby
Never heard of
Jr.
him, but okay.
Yeah.
I have to look
crap.
this up because oh my gosh, it was so funny.
Wasn't like Psycho Blue was voice of Tiger?
Maybe.
Psycho Blue from In Space, I think.
Maybe.
Wasn't he also Sideburn? One of them was also Sideburn.
Yeah, I know one of them was Sideburn.
Yeah, but crap, I can't remember who was who.
Oh, damn. While
Wait.
we're looking at this, you guys talk.
Okay, what
Okay,
were we
so-
on about?
Okay, well, while we're on the Power Rangers thing, the thing I want to talk about is that the Super Mega Force now has the brand new set of key packs coming out.
Yeah, with
With
like
all-
the super brittle Yellow Rangers and no Pink
Yeah,
Rangers.
so, well, no, here's the thing. Here's the thing. The first, I'm just going to go over, like, the entire list of sets, and I'm just
Yeah.
going to give you guys to, like, Shrinkin' Shinobi's review of them.
Yep,
Right
it
now.
was Wild Tiger is voiced by Sideburn.
Okay, so the first set on this new list is the Alien Rangers, which has Yellow, White, and Ninjor for the Alien Rangers pack.
Okay, that's one.
So
That's
that-
good. That's
Would you like
progressive.
That rounds
images
up.
instead of the video?
I haven't been able to find, like, proper images of them.
Would we
It's
be
on
able?
Toku
Would
Nation.
like? Would the people watching the podcast be able to hear the videos we watch?
I did
If you
basically
have the
muted
audio
myself.
loud enough, yes, they will.
Hmm.
Okay, so
Let's
that
test that
rounds
theory.
off.
Oh, you son
No.
of a bitch! That's gonna sound so horrible.
Okay, so that's the Alien Rangers. Then next we have the Zeo Rangers pack which includes the Green Ranger that was originally going to be in the main pack before getting replaced by Yellow. So we get
Yeah.
Zeo Pink and the Gold Ranger.
Yeah. Which should
So
have
what-
been Zeo Black because that's what it mostly is, but whatever.
Yeah.
Still better than just calling it King in America.
King Ranger isn't a bad name.
It's not a bad name, it just would have been weird in America.
Okay, so next we have Turbo, which includes the Pink Ranger and Blue Centurion.
Blue Centurion.
All right, I found
That's
the
a
I
very-
found the pictures
That is a
For
very-
for the Ranger keys. Make it
okay.
easier.
that is
Okay.
a very weird matchup.
Yeah, then again the Yellow Rangers are kind of brittle. I guess it's for the best that it's not in there. Or is it
The
Okay,
Yellow
which
Ranger,
Ranger pack are you talking about now?
Turbo?
we're currently on Turbo.
Currently on Turbo.
We,
Okay.
we mentioned Alien Rangers and Zeo already.
Whatever.
Yeah, but you said Turbo had Phantom Ranger and Blue Centurion and then one of the female
Okay.
Rangers.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess it's for the best that the brittled Yellow Ranger isn't in there because apparently that's like the biggest problem with the Yellow Ranger keys in these sets, that they're really brittle.
Oh.
I mean, the Blue Centurion has some really like poor quality stamps. Those
Well-
are just so undetailed.
Well, and
Whereas, like,
the
the Phantom Ranger.
and apparently Wild Force Silver has the wrong key.
Oh,
Apparently it's Mega Force Red.
wow.
So if I got that set, I'd have to gut the stupid translucent Black Ranger and give that key to the Silver Ranger.
Wow. But
But
yeah,
it's
so on the
super
Turbo set, it's kind of sad that like the Phantom Ranger looks really good. I really like the amount of detail they put into him.
Yeah,
But then the Blue Centurion gets almost nothing.
yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah, it is
hey,
pretty-
it's Pikachu's.
What?
It's what?
Pick and choose.
Okay, I thought you said Pikachu's.
I
got
heard Pikachu's.
I
I heard
definitely
Pikachu's
did.
too.
Pikachu's.
I
Be
heard
warned of
Pikachu.
the Pikachu's.
Phantom Ranger
Okay.
is actually Pikachu. The identity is revealed.
Oh
Phantom
lord.
Ranger is actually Pikachu. Wasn't like
What?
one of the like Final Five ones gonna be like the Phantom Ranger was Zordon's son or something?
Yeah, it was like Zordon's son, or at least he was from the same planet.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
he was
I
the
was
embodiment
Zordon's
of
son.
past Rangers.
So he was the Aqua Red of Power Rangers.
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder if
Except
they still have
that-
the Phantom Ranger suits. That'd be
bet
pretty cool
they
to bring
do.
him back.
I bet
And
they
even for
do.
the
They just
it'd be pretty cool to bring him back and actually make him into the Ocarina Power Rangers. That'd be
Yeah.
pretty awesome. Because he really didn't do much in Car Rangers, so they gave him a really big part in Turbo.
Bless
Well, yeah,
you.
yeah,
Whoever
they-
sneezed.
no, that wasn't a sneeze. That was a cough.
No.
But
That
thanks.
was a cough?
Yes,
I
I
like the-
covered it with my face.
And actually,
Oh.
even Finn the Fan Ranger, his actual suit
Assist.
design isn't that complex either. They could probably remake it pretty easily.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, you can do a modern
The-
version with like a leather suit and a motorcycle element.
Yeah, it's pretty much mostly motocross gear modified
Exactly. He would have blended in Ninja Storm.
in Ninja
They
Storm.
did a lot of motocross.
We understand the joke. We are giving you silence because that was stupid.
You're stupid.
Yes, I am. I'm
Yeah,
not
but
Saber
actually-
stupid.
Actually, do on how they do the Go Buster footage in Dino Charge.
I don't think they're actually using it anymore.
Oh no.
No, I think it's like just a straightforward Kyoryuger adaptation.
You know, like actually, Phantom Ranger would have worked perfectly in RPM.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
like a dystopian
Like,
alternate universe version of Phantom Ranger.
Yeah, where he was like, where we had the outfit suit was like messing with the Ranger powers, and we saw like the Overdrive red helmet like modified.
Yeah.
I could
Yeah,
see,
it
like,
was like
Phantom-
no, it was like broken. They found the broken RPM
Yeah, it was
like
broken.
Overdrive red helmet.
Yeah, but it was like repainted and had like prototype stamped across the visor.
I
Let me
still
see.
find it interesting the fact that RPM is the only one that kind of goes along with the Super Sentai idea of every set of teams is from a different universe.
Except for crossover movies. The crossover movies have are an independent universe where they're all shared, and Gokaiger only exists within the crossover universe.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, so like the Overdrive red helmet seen in RPM had his silver paint, had prototype stamped across the visor because it was like.
Yeah, I just looked at it. There's more.
So I could see them like Phantom Ranger being like a prototype to those powers too, and that could work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been cool to see him like be the one who used the alligator-based one. I forgot what it was called, but it was like the one that was labeled
what's
6, and it's what Ziggy and Dylan used to make their own mech.
I can't remember. It was Corrugator and Go On. I can't remember what the RPM one was called.
I'm gonna go look it up.
All right.
Yeah, Eagle Racer, Lion Hauler, and Bear Crawler were the original three. Those are all
Yeah.
characters.
Oh, and I'm
Crap.
kind of glad they didn't try to use the same explanation for Mark Alkin in Super Mega Force, which
Yeah, but
is that
I wrote-
somehow a car bird and a car bear did it and made a car falcon.
Yeah, but they still ended up making Mark Alkin sentient in the like Eagle Racer or everything. He was still sentient in Super Mega Wars, which made no sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
He didn't talk, but he was still sentient, and that was just.
It would have been cool if we saw like one of the
The Croc
other-
Carrier. That's
Croc
what.
Carrier.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds
That
about right.
Sounds staggeringly unimpressive, but sounds right.
Although
Well, it matches the RPM naming scheme.
Yeah, because they had pretty simple, kind of.
It was animal car name, and that was about it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was Eagle Racer, Lion Hauler, Bear Crawler, Tail Spinner. That's the only one that's different. Whale
Tail-
Cruiser, Wolf Cruiser, not Whale Cruiser.
I
Croc
was about to
Carrier,
say,
Whale Zord,
yeah,
just whale.
like
Whale Zord, Tiger Jet, Falcon Zord, Paleo Zord.
so. Wait, there are 2 Falcon Zords in RPM now.
Yep. Or well, no, because
Eagle and Falcon.
Oh, they renamed the
Yeah.
Mark Alkin Eagle.
Falcon's Eagle Racer now, I think. Or
Okay.
or no, Turbo. Well,
Okay,
crap,
Turbo
So-
something. Turbo something.
So I can give Super Mega Force a little bit of credit for not reusing a name another Zord already had. Cool.
Okay, it was called the Turbo Falcon Zord.
Oh, so it just sounds like something out of the original Power Rangers era. Great.
Yep. The Mark Alkin became the Turbo Falcon Zord.
Yeah, it sounds like something that would have been in, well, Turbo. It sounds like the sentient red car they had.
Oh, wasn't that called like Red Lightning or something?
Yeah, it was Red Lightning. I just
Oh,
got the
and
idea of,
Ranger 2
like,
answer your question about Go Buster, apparently. That's gonna be in the second season of Dino Charge.
oh, is it?
Dino Supercharge.
Really?
Okay.
Well,
that's
you know, there's going to be thinking, do we actually
There-
know that's going to be based on Go Buster? We know there's
There's
two.
okay. Dino Supercharge is the only one so far where the super attachment works,
Yeah, Dino Supercharge because of the batteries.
but it needs to stop after Dino Charge. It needs to.
Please.
Yeah.
It's not going to.
And the only reason it happens is because of the contract with Nick, and Nick is making them do that because they want to take that long hiatus right in the middle of for some reason. So
Well,
they
it's
make
still
them
it's still better than going to Cartoon Network with this one, because one, it wouldn't make much sense, and two, Power Rangers would be screwed.
yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
at least I will have to admit this. At least Super Samurai made some sense with the reason why it was called so.
How dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you praise that show in any way?
Hey, at least they
Yeah.
gave every one of the Rangers a second mode.
How dare
Yeah,
you?
they have to share. Yeah, there's only one. They have to share it.
No,
yeah.
there was two.
It's just like hand-me-downs.
One of them only went to red, so it was probably battleizer.
The sh-
No, there
Oh,
were
yeah, the
three in that
Shogun.
case.
no,
Three.
wait. Everyone could use
Yeah.
super mode. Everyone could use the shark. I
Shark.
think.
I
No,
think,
I think the shark was exclusive to red.
didn't Gold use it like once? I
Let
can't
me-
remember.
No,
Yeah,
no,
he
what you're
used
talking
it
about
once.
RPM Red used the shark.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the RPM Red used the shark. I want to say Gold used it. Shinkenger don't ever got adapted to Samurai though.
No, I think he did. Gold used the shark.
No,
The,
because, like
oh.
no,
Go
because
ahead.
RPM the shark is just ridiculous. He like slides it up onto like the blade of his Mantan gun, and it just turns into an engine cell.
It's just like boop.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, what?
It's just like boop. Falcon shark.
Like,
Well-
how does that?
Yeah. No. Okay, let's count off all the forms that everyone in Samurai had. They had
This is
regular
gonna be a
Samurai
fun-
mode, Mega Samurai mode, Super
Yeah.
Samurai Super Samurai mode, Super
What's-
Mega Samurai mode,
Super mega ultra super duper mode.
and then
But
Shogun mode, and then
Shogun mode.
Illusion.
Wasn't
Wait,
there, like,
what? Illusion?
Yes, Illusion.
What? What
Used
even
in
is that?
one episode.
Was it the
Trickster's
one where-
Treat.
Was it the one where they had like animal ears and stuff on their costumes?
That is
Oh,
the
that
one.
like dream sequence.
Oh.
Yeah.
Actually, like the part of that episode where like the Pink was singing, that was actually just straight up Shinkenger footage redubbed.
Yeah. They didn't even like crop in the unmorphed yellow like pink ranger.
Yeah.
It was just her all the way.
Honestly, like the Mega Samurai mode suit actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, like the newer suits, especially the ones they use for like Megazord battles, don't look bad,
Yeah.
but they're not all that necessary either.
Yeah, I think the Mega Samurai mode is because like Samurai wasn't going to happen. Bandai was just going to like do a toy line without a show. They decided to redesign the Rangers just to make them more appealing to American audience. And that
Yeah.
was why it had the Mega modes. Then after that, Bandai kind of just had them like get put into the show, which why are the Mega modes only used for the Megazord battles? Because those look like they'd be pretty good for fighting with all that armor.
Yeah. Well, the Shogun mode wasn't used for fighting until the last episode.
Yeah, we got one, which it's a Shogun. Why are you not fighting?
Yeah, that's kind of, well, I don't know if it's in the job description, but,
Probably.
well, I don't even know if it's technically a job. It's just kind of, hey, you're a Shogun. Get your ass out there.
It's a title.
Yeah. Wait, what's higher than that? There's something
Um,
higher than Shogun I'm thinking of.
I think once Shogun, you just go right up to Emperor.
Yeah,
Shogun was the last form that they had.
yeah. Though I'm glad they didn't prolong it anymore. We probably would have gotten Emperor, Red Ranger.
Oh, you know what? Oh, you know I'm kind of surprised we didn't get one. We would have gotten Mega Shogun, then Super Mega Shogun.
Then Super Mega Ultra Super Duper Emperor Samurai
I'm
Red
kind of
Ranger.
surprised, I'm kind of surprised, like the Samurai Gigazord didn't have like a Super Shogun mode for just the Red Ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, did all the Rangers even get to use the Shogun mode? Because we know all of them had suits.
All of them
the
had
Pink Ranger
Shogun
was able to
modes.
use it.
Hmm?
Pink used it, but nothing else. Oh, I am
think
wrong.
the others did.
I am
They-
wrong.
I think just about all of them used the Shogun mode except for Gold in the show.
Well, no. Actually, in the show, it was only pink and red. But I was wrong about the Shark Attack mode. Very stupid name. But
Very.
apparently, also the Green Ranger used it.
Oh. Well-
Okay.
Well, the Samurai Green Ranger also had pictures with the dragon shield for whatever
Shield.
reason.
But that
No,
was-
wait. I'm looking at footage. There's a blue Shogun mode.
Oh.
And I think I see pictures. Yeah, there is a pink, blue, and red, if nothing else.
Yeah, because like, they all had suits, because we see all the suits in the shots during the transformation, but hardly any of them ever actually got used.
I think only yellow was unused, actually.
No,
And
green,
gold,
there's no, there is nothing from green. I'm double checking on blue, which I find funny that every character except for pink and red, you never know their last name.
Which, actually, speaking of them, I actually think the only character I remotely liked in Samurai was was her name Lauren, the other Red Ranger.
Yeah, Lauren.
Yeah, she seemed good. I think my thing is I like the
Yeah.
special rangers from these shows and some of the girls. That's it. Like, they're the only ones I can like.
Lauren actually got to act, which was amazing.
I don't know.
What
I'd take
the
Jaden over
fuck was
Troy.
that?
Which I'm mostly hoping that with just downtown, they let the characters actually act. Because I actually looked up some of the actors from Megaforce, Super Megaforce, and some other works they've done. They've actually been good. So I don't know what happened in Power Rangers. Like, they just weren't allowed to act.
Yeah. Well, they aren't allowed to kiss either for whatever reason.
Yeah. It's a good point.
Yeah, it's like,
So,
oh, too taboo for us.
Yeah.
We can have impalements and what... Well, actually, yeah, I think they did, like, repeatedly cut...
There's a second mode to Shogun.
What?
What?
I knew it. What is it? I had a feeling.
It's the Grand Shogun mode.
There was a
Yeah,
reason
didn't,
why
like,
I
the
stayed
dress
quiet
get
this
bigger?
whole conversation, man. It just
Grand
sounded really
Shogun mode.
Yeah, didn't the head crest get bigger or something?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I remember that.
So it's like pathetically minute then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only to the Red Ranger.
It's
Of course
basically
it is.
Yeah.
it's basically like Agito's rider kick form, where like his fins open up, and that's
Oh yeah, it reminds me of like Kuga or Agito with the horn slipping out.
and in America that Agito's rider kick that would be considered a separate form. Think about it. If it was Savon, that'd be a separate form they can market.
It's pretty
Mm-mm.
sad the fact that how many different costume changes the Red Ranger had alone in Samurai.
Yeah.
I think he's well, not counting Super Mega Force because that's cheating, but
Oh yeah.
I think he's so far the Red Ranger with the most alternate forms.
I think so.
Oh yeah. No doubt.
I would be shocked if there was another Red Ranger with more forms.
Well, I think if
Okay, he is the second most because we forgot about Tommy.
Oh shit!
well, he's not all reds. Pretty much just red.
Yeah. He's the one with the most red forms. But he's not the one with
Well-
the most forms.
No,
Well,
I mean
hang on,
with the most power-ups and alternate forms.
I think if Kyoryuger, if Downstairs uses the carnival and all the different combinations, won't it be more with all the carnival like Zord combinations?
I guess.
Yeah, most likely. But then
Those
again,
are
those
things-
would
guess
probably
they
be counted
count.
as armaments compared to...
They're sub-forms. That doesn't
Yeah,
count.
but this is America. Saban and Banda, they're going to count it. They're going to count Armed On and the Dino's Grounder as separate.
Dinos. Oh wait, no, it's yeah, Dinos Grander. That's what it was. I thought you were talking about the motorcycles for a second.
No, that's the Dino Chaser.
Dinos Chaser, yeah.
Which is,
But, like,
those in America is actually kind of cool. The fact that we have more than just one color. To be honest.
Well, yeah.
I think it's more cool that we're actually, like, Saban and Banda is actually going to make, like, toys of the Guardian Judenchi, even though they're just little plastic figurines, not the actual Zords.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
I actually have the Dino Charge Megazord and the little Raptor and Parasaur Zords. Not as cool as like I think the electronics are missed, but for $20 for a Megazord and $15 per extra Zord. It's not that bad.
And plus, I heard that those are more stable than the Japanese version.
Yeah, and I think
yeah.
I did like the Parasaur actually more because of the way his tail opens compared to the Japanese version.
Yeah, and I guess the connector ports, there's extra connector ports, so it's not just the batteries holding them in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
the connector ports are going to be a lot more stable.
And hopefully, like, the Terra Gordon counterpart has more stable clips, because I've heard those break off.
Oh.
Yeah, so do we want to get back to talking about the Ranger keys?
Yeah,
let's go
finish
back
that
to
off.
Okay,
that.
so
We kind of
Lost
trailed off.
Galaxy. Okay, so Lost Galaxy includes Lost Galaxy Yellow,
Magnet Defender.
and a clear Green Ranger.
Guess
Stupid.
who has the most keys?
Tommy.
Tommy freaking Oliver.
Because he has to.
No one would have guessed.
I am surprised.
Well, and even like speaking of time for a second, the Legend War and Super Mega Force, which
Pathetic.
they actually had JDF do the voiceover for the Ninja Storm Green Samurai Ranger.
And the Alien Rangers.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
Because you can hear
like they have Tommy, like, it's
trademark.
like,
You can hear the trademark JDF in the background.
which he wasn't allowed to do for Dino Thunder because Disney thought he was swearing.
Yeah, I mean, he got away with it in the first episode or two, but after
Yeah,
that, there was no more.
Yeah,
There's no more. Hey,
Yeah. He just quit swearing in battle.
Yeah, but he can get away with it now in like Death Battle or Superpower Beatdown or whatever it is.
Yeah.
No, it was Superpower Beatdown because he defeated Scorpion.
It looks like we lost road.
Whoops.
Oh well.
Ranger, do you remember how many times my internet kicked me out?
But
while we were recording? Oh.
How many times was just Ranger talking to himself then?
Don't worry. It wasn't just like the two of us. We never did a podcast, just the two of us.
No.
Yeah, that would be... I feel bad for Ranger since you apparently got kicked out so much because he'd be like, so, you guys saw the new episode of whatever, yeah?
No, but here's the big problem. I'm the guy recording.
Yeah.
So if he gets cut off, we just have to stop everything.
So you got like put technical error or stay tuned or whatever between each cuts.
Now we just like cut it and move on like nothing happened.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyway, Magnet Defender, I love his suit design.
Oh yeah.
And the key is another thing. Is like it's kind of like the Blue Centurion. I almost said Silver Centurion. I'm thinking of Iron Man.
Yeah.
But no, like Magnet Defender, I really loved his suit design. I really wish he had more detailed key like the Phantom Ranger.
Yeah. Wait, by the way, have you heard like there's a guy who makes like I'd say remixed. It's basically just newer versions of the older Saban themes. Because there's no official release for the Magnet Defender version, and I have it right here. Martin Stein's Genesis 7 or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's done the Magnet Defender theme. Oh, I love his Zanaku theme. That blue.
Oh
music.
yeah, I love that one. But
Yeah,
the Magnet Defender one just kicks ass.
Yeah, and his oh crap, didn't he also do his reverse mix of Zeo Gold Ranger theme?
Yeah, I'm looking right at in like my recommended sidebar.
Like so much awesome. It has like this awesome orchestral design to it. It's just awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, but no, but let's ask you, why are we getting a clear Green Ranger?
Because
know.
Tommy Oliver decided for everybody to vote for him in the Choose the Ranger Key contest.
But there is no... Tommy isn't
When
the
is-
Lost Galaxy Green.
Lost Galaxy Green.
Oh, we're getting... Oh, I did not realize.
Yeah, 'cause we're talking about the Lost Galaxy keys.
Yeah, let's hold back on that one right there. Slow down, champ.
Because
It's not Tommy's fault this time. He's
Yeah,
not
look,
every single Green Ranger in the
Fucking
world.
Tommy, you fucking beat the fucking shit. Fine.
Hey, Tommy's a cool guy.
Jason David Frank. Jason David Frank is a bit of an
Douche.
Hey,
yeah.
There's no
But you
other
get
word.
physical douche.
No, because he like got on his Facebook and like made like all his fans like vote for
He
his.
ruined Morphin Madness.
Yep.
Did the winners even ever get the key sets they won?
They're kinda, yeah. Apparently Toys R Us is mass releasing like the exclusive gold morpher,
Oh, and you
but
guys do realize that some of those keys that were in the Morph Madness thing are coming out in the packs that you guys are talking about?
I know, but still, he screwed up something because of his ego.
Oh, yes, I know.
I
I'm
mean,
just saying, though,
because
that we're also
I
getting
was
cool stuff.
I was one of the people, like, especially campaigning for Trent to get to the top.
Oh yes, mostly because he has an awesome suit design too.
Yeah, and he kicked Tommy's ass in Dino Thunder.
Yeah.
He's the reason he was trapped in amber and turned invisible.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then
You can't go wrong with the white Dino Ranger.
Yeah, I'm
And
saving up to commission that one.
Yeah,
Who
then
knows?
Montgomery-
It'll happen again.
I'm getting in shape to commission the suit.
Are you
You
serious?
know that's
like,
yeah. I'm getting in shape because I think I'm a little bit chubby, but I'm gonna start saving money and commission the suit.
who are you getting commission the suit from?
Anarchy.
Anarchy, yeah. But I would say if you want to get for like the belt and some of the other accessories, or other makers that do a bit more better quality versions of those pieces. Anarchy
Yeah,
is
I
great
need to
for,
get
not so much for accessories.
no,
Oh boy.
but he's great with the costumes.
Definitely. I think
If I need to get a new chest plate, I think the biggest one I need to get is like a new chest plate and the Drago dagger.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, why do they call it something dragon related when it's I don't know the name of the dinosaur off the top of my head, but it's Top Galer and Oppa Ranger, but I don't know what the dinosaur it's based on.
The
It's like a giant
Tyrannosaur?
pterodactyl in it. Sense?
No, it's not that. It's based on something. I just need to look it up. Okay, I have to do this. Dragozord Dino Thunder, because it will tell me. I still think that's a stupid name, but whatever.
Oh, the Dragozord was, Trent's, wait. I
yeah,
had it right
Trent.
It looks nothing like a dragon, though.
No,
That's what I was saying. There's an actual dinosaur it's based on. And they just didn't name it after that because, I don't know, Tommy Barlow.
Let's see. I'm reading the thing.
I'm looking at Top Gear.
Is a white Tuporzixora.
Toperodon?
The greater version of a pterosaur. I'm gonna just paste the word here. Do not know how the fuck to pronounce that.
I'm looking up the word.
Tupuxara?
Exactly.
Tuporzixora.
Okay, I understand the Drago name. I'm sorry. Dragozord is okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's like,
Okay, Dragozord is... Okay, I approve. Dragozord.
I'm sorry.
Dragon's like needs to stay his name.
Yeah,
Like,
it's Tupuxara.
There's too many vowels.
Whoever
Okay,
listens to this thing needs to correct us on the pronunciation.
Okay, so I'm going to look
Please.
this up. The Tupuxar is a genus of large crested toothless pterodactyloid pterosaur.
Tupuxara,
So basically
okay?
think about it as a greater version of the pterosaur.
Pretty
Basically.
much. And it pretty much looks like that too.
Which
Once
works
again, a
because...
giant pterodactyl.
So
Oh, yes.
that works because shipping. I think it's kind of funny because like the
So does that mean
Kira
that...
and Trent thing they had going on, I guess it's kind of
So...
Makes sense,
cute
know.
because
What is-
because she has a smaller Pterazord. She's a Terra
Okay,
Ranger. He's a Terra Ranger. It works.
Okay, so what if the
That was
Pterosaur
creative.
and the Dragozord did the Mockalkin thing? What would be the result?
It would be
It
a very
depends.
pale Zord.
It would be
Very
like
pale.
pale. It would be like sickly yellow. It would be the flu pterodactyl Zord or something. I don't know.
Nope, watch them turn it into a phoenix. Watch it turn it into a fucking phoenix.
Oh,
A
just speak to the
pterodactyl
real-
and a better pterodactyl make a phoenix.
Hey man, anything's possible with Power Rangers in America.
That's
Yeah.
Pretty much. Okay, so back to keys. The clear green Lost Galaxy Ranger.
Yep, which is apparently Tommy's fault.
According to Fire.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I
Everything
see
is Tom.
green clear, and I'm like, motherfucker.
Everything is Jason Davis Frank's fault.
It might have been.
Like when we first started getting the downcharge news, and he like photoshopped his face onto Kyoyu Silver.
Oh, yeah.
Saying, like, I'm gonna be in downcharge, and
No, you're not.
And then like
I'd
the
love
rumors
to-
started up, and then like the rumors after that start popping up, like they're gonna get Austin St. John as Kyoyu Silver, which would be pretty cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
would
want-
love that.
I want JDF to come... JDF? No.
And
I
it's
want
Jay.
Austin to... Okay. I'm just going to say Austin. It's easier.
Yeah.
I would love to see Austin come back as the Kyoryu Silver counterpart.
Oh, yeah.
Or even as
Maybe not...
as Death User. That could work too.
Yeah, if he was evil again for a short time, but came back as the good version of Kyoryu Navy. Because he was evil once before, I'm sure multiple times in his MMPR run, but
I remember specifically the Turbo movie.
yeah. So basically that, but not as lame and with an actual suit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because the Death User is a pretty cool suit.
Yeah,
It'd
that'd
be
be
awesome to have
badass.
Jason. And that'd be awesome to be Jason as Death Future, especially if they had
Yeah.
some new footage for it.
Yeah, Death Ryuger or Kyoryu Silver definitely works.
Yeah.
Maybe not in the same role as like the
No.
well, maybe the mentor would work, but not as a bird mentor,
Yeah.
and not as the Red Ranger's father because they look nothing alike.
Oh, and I really hope they adapt the
Spoilers.
crossover movie with MMPR and Dino Thunder. I really hope they adapt that and do it right, because that'd be awesome.
Especially
Oh.
in Super Dino Charge if they're using Go Busters elements.
Yeah, and actually, 'cause, like, in that crossover movie, crap, what was, Tyranno Ranger's name?
Tyranno Ranger
Yeah.
Geki,
Yeah, like,
his actor came
Dino
back.
Buckler prop, his
All
Dino
of them-
Buckler prop was a legacy morpher.
Yeah.
They basically took the actual American legacy morpher and put Zoo Ranger decals on it.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
I just think it'd be cool if they kind of repeated what they did with that movie and at least brought back Austin and what's the name of the guy who played Connor? I should know
I can't
this.
James or
Connor
something?
McKnight. Well, he's related to the guy who played Alfred in I think either the Batman serials or like the Burton Batman stuff.
Maybe.
Because he's related to one of them.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
James Napier.
Yeah, James, I knew that.
So,
But yeah, because
Go ahead.
isn't he in New Zealand too?
I think so. He was born there, and I'm assuming he's still there.
So they could easily bring him back.
Yeah, him and Austin, it would be cool to at least have them back. It would still work even if they had like gave Austin the Kyoryu Silver role. Like he could just, for old time's sake, pick up the old Red Ranger morpher and join the fight. Because they don't
And
show...
Yeah, and
They
the
don't
only
show-
issue I see there is the fact that he's explaining where the rest of his team comes from, which they could easily not give the rest of the Rangers speaking roles and get different actors to fill in if
Yeah,
necessary.
They give Jeff Perazzo the Tommy role in the SPD Wormhole episode.
And that wasn't
The guy who
terrible.
played Trent.
And he didn't do a terrible job of it.
No, but apparently
When you
JDF
saw
would have been more than willing to record the line.
Oh,
Like
yes.
even like sending it over the mail, he would have just, oh yeah, here's a 10-second clip of me saying "Aya" or whatever.
Yeah. But I can understand why they did that. So the only thing I think of would be explaining why isn't it Rocky. That's the only thing I could see them having issue with.
Well, he came back in, Forever Red, and he had the Red Ranger morpher. I don't think anyone really have a qualm if he...
Which apparently he got that by beating up the evil Red Ranger and stealing his morpher.
in the
So he got
comic books that no one else would know about.
Yeah, but apparently that's what the director said was his personal canon on how he got his morpher back. He beat up the evil Red Ranger and took it.
Yeah.
Which I can
Which
see
you'd
Jason
think
do.
would turn him into... Which you'd think would just turn him into the evil Red Ranger, but whatever.
But
Oh,
apparently
no,
in
no,
the
no,
comics,
because
Evil Red
this
Ranger,
is Power Rangers. We must keep our heroes as heroes.
Except
our
when
villains can turn heroes, but our heroes can never turn villains.
well, except temporarily.
Oh.
Apparently in the comics, the evil Rangers had the original suits because they had the original suit designs, not the crap they gave them for Lord Zed's Evil Ranger, which were just ugh.
Yeah.
They actually used the proper suit designs, kind of like the Mutant Rangers did.
Wait, weren't they like just palette swaps of the original crew? Like in Orange Red Ranger or something?
I don't think so. Which team, the Dark Rangers or the Mutant Rangers?
Dark Rangers, the ones where Jason got the morpher from.
I don't think so. I want to say they were... I'll have to look that up later. We can talk about it on another episode.
Okay, no, the Dark Rangers are basically the GIMP suit guys.
In the TV show.
Yeah.
We're like fabric cutouts for the designs.
Yeah. Where they had the budget for everything but the helmets.
Yeah, and then the Mutant Rangers looked pretty good, where they were actually the MPR suits that had like the dark gray boots and
Okay,
gloves.
there are two different teams of Dark Rangers. There's a difference.
Yeah.
And the Dark Rangers look like the movie versions of the MMPR guys.
Which I actually liked the movie suits.
Yeah, but I think it's weird that at least Jason didn't have the chest plate, so...
Well, here's the thing, I think that... Well, they couldn't use the movie designs because of licensing and rights with Fox and all that crap.
Well, yeah, and I guess Jason could have just swapped coins and got that one repaired.
Yeah, that's how kind of like Adam did it with... Well, I was going to say like Adam did with... So something like Once a Ranger, he got his like naturally repaired by Sentinel Knight. So it's not out of the question to get a power cord repaired.
Yeah, who's to say that Jason didn't get it repaired between Mighty Morphin, well, I guess Turbo and Wild Force?
Well, actually, weren't there like...
Because Adams worked in Zeo or whatever it was. No, it was in space where it still worked.
It was just broken, and plus there's like multiple power coins too, so...
Well, yeah, I mean, one set was turned to dust, but the original still worked, but they were kind of glitchy.
Yeah, that's what Adam had in space. His original was just damaged, but it was so functional. The was it the Thunder or Ninja?
No, I think it was the original because he called Mastodon.
Yeah, see, and that's what he used in space. Because the original, it was working, just damaged.
But just glitchy.
Yeah,
I'm so lost here because I am not as knowledge in Power Rangers.
Yeah, you're not the only one lost here, buddy.
Did the Thunderzords have the original coins, or did they get new ones? I can't remember.
I think they had new, like the same old coins. They just upgraded the Zords.
Yeah, Thunderzords were just the upgraded Zords.
Yeah, and then once they got the Ninja powers, they got new coins.
Yeah.
Ninja powers was just, hey, let's put on cloth.
Yep.
Well, then they also had the upgraded which actually didn't mind the... I'm glad they didn't use so you call it dinosaur names in season 3 after turning ninjas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like the color ranger power. Which means you have shouting white and power in the same...
Yeah, but then you got Adam saying the same thing with black and power in the same sentence.
Yeah. Which, thank God, Zack still wasn't the ranger at that point.
Yeah.
That was
very racist. Well, apparently Tommy has Indian roots, so at least it wasn't... Red. I know, yeah. At least it wasn't red power. I know that's not a thing, but...
Oh, you son of a racist.
So then... And
what?
Then Zeo happened. Then Zeo happened. The Indian became red.
Yep. Or at least the guy with roots to Native Americans.
Well, is it... Yeah, I wonder, does JDS actually have Asian roots too, or is it just Tommy?
Well, his real-life brother played his brother who was more... Well, I don't know how to say it, actually. I need to look that up. Hold on.
I kind of get what you're talking about. I'm just wondering if he actually has Indian roots in real life, or was that just character?
He might. I don't
know.
Because
I could see it.
Okay, David Trueheart is the character. Eric rank. Eric with a K, by the way. Which is weird, but
That's unique.
yeah.
Yeah. It almost sounds like Scandinavian almost with that spelling.
Maybe. I don't know.
All names are unique.
But yeah, we would have had 3 cases of accidental racism in Power Rangers, all in one season. If
Yeah.
Zach was still the Black Ranger at that time, and if Tommy became the Red during that season.
I'd say go for it.
You say go for racism, wow.
The only black guy on the podcast just goes like, "Oh yeah, go for racism." Yep.
Wait, no. I say go for racism, which is kind of ironic due to my skin tone. I can't really say go for racism, but
Yeah.
Go racist rangers.
Go
Like-
Power Rangers.
Go racist rangers.
Yeah,
Go
let's
get
go
That's
racist
like
Power
kinda like
racists.
It's like something Smosh would do or something.
I heard the
like
Go
Smosh
Power
do that.
racists somewhere.
And actually, thinking about this, in Europe, they couldn't call them Mighty Morphin Power Rangers because Morphin seemed too close to Morphine, so they couldn't do that. So they just had to call them Power Rangers. Like, the Power Rangers in the European release couldn't have the Mighty Morphin tagline because Morphin is too close to Morphine.
Oh,
Oh my
just
god.
add a G.
The same way the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have become the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. They
Yeah,
couldn't.
yeah, I know. what you
Okay,
mean.
so that one's worse in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least morphin and morphine, it's easy to accidentally say morphine when you say morphin. But what?
No, apparently the
So,
ninja, the
girls
word
would pee on
ninja
drugs.
is just too violent.
Yeah.
It's not close to the other bad one. It's that it's too violent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
That just having ninja in the name is too violent.
Yeah.
And what else?
Apparently-
That's what also something I thought was kind of ironic. I don't know if you guys already know. Ever since Ninja Storm, they've been filming in New Zealand, and Power Rangers is banned there on account of the violence.
Yeah.
Why-
I knew
why-
that actually.
Wait, really?
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh,
the irony
wow,
is
I had
strong
no
with that
knowledge
one.
of that.
I wonder if Lord of the Rings is banned there too, and it's like a cultural icon. Like Hobbiton is made of like sturdy, real materials now, and it's a tourist attraction.
Banned from these places, seriously.
I don't know.
I let you tape here, but I do not let you distribute your product here.
That makes no sense. 'Cause
And we'll cash in on your profitable movies, but we won't let you show them here.
We'll
Actually, I don't know
we'll
what.
take your money, but you don't get our money. Basically, we'll take your money, but you don't get it.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know what the deal is with Lord of the Rings, but all I know is apparently Power Rangers is banned from airing there.
Well, I think movies are more lenient because they have the rating systems and not
Well,
TV shows.
so that's New
Power Rangers is a
Zealand's
kid's
fault
show,
for
so
not
that
having
makes a
TV rating systems.
Yeah, but there's also with TV, Power Rangers technically a kids show, so I can kind of see where the violence thing is coming into play.
Maybe
Dude.
if Super Mega
Yes.
Force had the foot stabbing scene with Bosco and Marvelous in it, then I could. In
The hell?
Gokaiger, the Red Ranger, Captain Marvelous in that one, in the original show, had a rival named Bosco. Oh, spoiler alert. Before I go on and ruin Gokaiger for anyone who hasn't seen it, and he had a rival named Bosco, and they had a final battle, and unmorphed, he stabbed himself and Bosco in the foot, pinning them both to the ground, so he could shoot him close range.
That's not weird.
No, that's badass.
Dude,
Okay, wait, what were we
I
talking
totally
about?
stabbed myself in the foot just to finish off an enemy.
Well, it's a really tough enemy who has been using the special keys to make enemies for them.
Yeah, 'cause he had the trumpet. He has a trumpet that can turn air keys into like.
Okay, I totally question this. I look up Bosco in Bing, and I get like the worst ever type of image for it.
What is it? What is it?
I see a woman in a bikini.
How's that terrible?
When you're looking up Bosco, and you're thinking, oh, this is gonna be an enemy.
Yeah, you need to specify like what series. You need like
Gokaiger.
Gokaiger added. Yeah.
I typed up
Oh,
He could have
Super
been.
Sentai.
That reminds me, I showed up. Well, yeah, if you put an H there instead. Anyway, I think Gokaiger, like,
Could definitely be my enemy at the time.
I think Bosco could have worked as like an alternate form for Vrock. Like, there's an edit I saw where they gave Vrock Bosco's form as an alternate.
that could work actually. I could have seen that.
Yeah, because they're kind of similar in monster aesthetic. I mean, Bosco isn't blue, and
Yeah, that could have
Still.
been his Brock is big into the whole disguise thing, so that could have been like a pirate disguise.
yeah, or just his final form after tapping into some of Silver's power.
Well, I kind of like them using like the original character's actual final form for that. That because it got a more dynamic fighting,
Yeah,
which
Still,
still
I
makes
think
no
more
sense why they didn't use Super Mega Mode for Rob because it's so much more powerful.
yeah. You'd think he would have tapped into some of Silver's power to become Bosco.
Or
I think
how about, or actually even better, why not actually become the Silver Ranger? Take advantage of the key.
Yeah, like some original footage with at least like a blacked out or a red visor for the Silver Ranger. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
Maybe like fighting alongside the evil Ghost Knight.
Yeah,
It would have been awesome.
yeah, I think so.
I actually read a fanfic once where they were trying to like improve Super Mega Force, and in that version, Rock actually is the one who created the Super Mega Morphers. He was trying to tap into the morphing grid to steal the powers of the Power Rangers for his and then basically the first thing we see of the Go-Catcher suits were actually like robotic versions of them, like being used by his by robotic minions.
Yeah.
They tap, and so like he's created them he's trying to like the pirate the old powers, and that's why.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense.
And then the Rangers eventually destroy the robots and steal the morphers for themselves, and along with the keys.
I think, you know what would have been just really simple just to fix the whole Megaforce stock footage problem? Because they have Ghost Ranger keys in, well, I should say they have Megaforce keys in Super Megaforce. So they might as well just turned in their old morphers and had those transformed into the Super Megaforce morphers.
Yeah.
Not
Just get rid of
like that.
Just get rid of them.
There's no reason to use your weaker powers. There's literally no reason.
Yeah, because especially after a while, they just started started going straight to Super Megaforce.
And
so there's no point.
I can't stand if the Super Mega mode was had a time limit or something on its operational use, then I can understand it, but it doesn't. So there's literally no reason to use the Mega mode.
For whatever reason, the legendary modes do, but I can understand.
It's like in Gokaiger, it was just understood that if you get hit enough, you get knocked down out of your morph. That's just common sense.
But they
Mega Force need to explain it. They felt need to explain it for some reason.
Yeah, it just felt like, oh yeah, this is totally necessary.
It's like it's been common knowledge in Power Rangers since ever that if you get hit hard enough, you lose your morph. That's just...
Yeah, and it's also common knowledge if you get scraped, you spark.
Oh, yes. Oh, let's see how sharp this fork is. That sparks.
Yeah, and actually I think that could be another thing, like if they used their own version of like Bosco and I guess I should say in my own version, Vrock and Troy getting stabbed in the foot. I can understand like if they used even the green blood that Bosco had after he got knocked back into his human disguise. Like even that would probably be too intense for New Zealand. I can understand the violence then, but as it stands, I don't know. It just seems fine to me.
Let's be honest here. In America, we've seen so much worse.
Yeah, exactly.
We have 10-year-olds playing Halo.
Yeah.
And Call of Duty.
Yep.
Dude, my little brother's freaking I think 9, maybe lower than that, and he freaking knows about Halo and the strip clubs. I'm like, what?
In
think-
high school, like a few years ago, I TA'd for the PE teacher, and like they would sing, like some of the kids would like talk about like songs like I'm trying to think of what it is. They were Vine trends. You know what Vine is?
Oh
Yeah.
no.
They
Oh,
were
I
like
love
Vine
Vine
trend
songs.
songs. Like let me think. What were some of them? Because they were like songs that you should not know about.
Like almost
Um,
anything by Nickelback for start.
Hey, Nickelback's
No.
not that bad.
no,
I'm
it
not
was
talking
like
about that. I like
it was
I'm talking about the subject matter of their music is not.
no,
for
it
me.
was the song that was like slow down, grab the wall, wiggle like you're trying to make your ass fall off. It was
oh
that
my
one.
God, yes. I'm
It's
sorry, that song makes me laugh.
it's those
Never heard.
ones.
What the
Like-
fuck?
I just glared at like it was like one of the kids in there. They started going. I said slow down for whatever reason. Another group of kids and another one just behind me said grab the wall, and I just turned around and glared at them and got them to stop.
No, I swear to God, this is a thing now. You can't go without saying about a week ago till someone just like shouts it and everyone starts dancing.
About a week ago.
Week ago. Like, that's it. And I'm just like, no, this has to stop being a thing. But sadly, even I fall prey to it.
Yeah.
Luckily,
Okay,
me
can
and
we
my
get back
nerdy
to-
friends don't fall prey to that. Although one of my friends fall prey to other fucking shit that happens.
Oh,
Well, at
this I
least-
got.
Road,
Oh,
you kind of know about it. Ranger, you definitely know about it.
Oh. Okay. Bring it on.
This ought to be
Let's
good.
just say, remember the police thing
What?
with a friend of mine that's like a sister?
Um.
That.
I need context.
Like, I think I know, but I don't know.
Ranger, she's gonna be playing Arizona.
Wait, what?
Yeah. We're talking about our we're doing you've seen Red vs. Blue, right?
Oh, I've seen that.
Nope.
And well, basically we're doing our own Project Freelancer series,
Yes.
and basically our actor who's going to play our main antagonist, Agent Arizona, is her life is.
What the fuck?
What?
Let's just say she has some problems in her real life. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Okay
don't-
then.
I don't even know. I can't even
You
know.
don't want to know.
I
feel
don't.
All
I
I'll
do,
say
but
is
I
this,
don't.
okay? First time that she started crying my shoulder, seconds before she was trying to give me a lap dance.
What?
Oh man, I'm sorry, but this seems like the type of chick you party with, and just like the Hangover movie like starts happening in real life. You're like, how the hell did I get on the roof?
You spin my head.
Right.
Wait a minute. And is she related to you, or what's going
no,
on?
no, she's...
No,
Thank God.
But she lives like down the road to me. Like 5
Oh,
minute
well.
walk.
Oh well, that's okay then.
And
No, potentially
she
she might
knows
be
where I
living with-
live.
And might
Oh.
be living with
Just watch your back, buddy. That's all I gotta say.
One time I
Okay.
exited my house and I saw her walking to my door.
Oh,
Hey, buddy.
We need to get back to Ranger Keys now.
Let's finish that off because I don't think we even got to the adventure toys.
No, we haven't yet, so we're on Ninja Storm now, which
Yeah.
includes Crimson Thunder, Navy Thunder, and Green Samurai Ranger.
back to
And that
below.
one's not transparent, is it?
No, but what is
Thank
with
God.
that color on green? What is
Yeah,
that
it looks
color?
more like cyan.
That's like seafoam green or some crap.
Yeah, it's like what's in the Key Morpher app. It's like that same color too.
It doesn't make sense. That's so weird. Does nobody look like? Not even close.
No.
In fact, I would
Eh.
think like the Green Samurai is green. It looks a bit more vibrant than most of them.
Yeah, well, before, I don't want to sidetrack again, but I'm saying this as a brief tidbit. Did you know that apparently, wait, you guys saw History of Power Rangers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a show about clashing veterans, like Power Rangers Civil War.
Oh yeah,
And
Sorry.
Tommy was going to be the Green Samurai Ranger.
that would have actually been a pretty cool series, honestly.
Yeah.
It's like a
Anyway, before we like sidetrack again, let's finish out these Ranger keys so we can talk about the adventure toys.
We are
Okay,
2 hours and 13 minutes in.
This is gonna be a long podcast.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Well, we could split it up in like 2 podcasts, maybe.
Oh man.
Ranger rantings for the first half, and I don't know what snappy name you'd call the other half with Transformers toys.
TF
Okay,
rants.
so
Okay, there you go.
actually, the Thunder Rangers don't look too bad, honestly, as Ranger keys.
No.
Honestly, it looks like for this wave, they've really improved on the head sculpts for all of them. 'Cause you can actually see a lot of little details in the Thunder Rangers,
Yeah.
which I really like those, actually.
I've been collecting the keys. I mean, I've been skipping out on the Megazords because they've sucked for a while now, but...
Only key pack I've ever found at retail was the Super Mega Force. That's why I have that one.
Well, I have, like... Well, I'm on my bed. I'm near my nightstand, but I can tell you the ones I got. I have the ones that come with the Morpher. I have Mega Force, RPM, Overdrive, Wild Force, and Dino Thunder, I think, are the... Oh, and Time Force. I have those.
Dino Thunder. Da-na-na-na-na.
What
Shut
was
up,
that?
Road! Let's not get
guys,
copyrighted.
I actually need to leave. Let's finish up these keys with move on to SPD.
Oh, wait, I do have SPD. I forgot about that one, too.
I have no Ranger key packs because I have no care for the Ranger keys.
Okay, so the new SPD
Same
pack
here.
includes Pink Ranger, Shadow Ranger, and Omega Ranger.
Omega.
That-
Oh, yeah.
oh.
SPD.
Shadow and Omega look fine. What is up with Pink Ranger helmet?
With whose helmet?
Pink's helmet.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
SPD.
SPD Ranger key pack.
Yeah.
I have not seen the Pink Ranger's helmet yet. I mean, I haven't seen the key version of it yet.
Yeah, that is just...
The white detailing on the number.
Yeah, I can see
Oh,
what
crap.
you mean. It's like, what is wrong with
I think
it?
was 2 was missing the white line.
Is it like the Abba Ray
Really
Pink
nice to
key?
see it on here, really nice and sharp.
Kind of.
Now,
Oh,
we're still missing
Joy
yellow,
Bunnies.
and if they wanted to
Yeah, it has
do
like a
pack that
little
was
problem
yellow
with
and,
the head.
one
It's
and, or
hard
sorry,
to
Ooh.
yellow, red
Visor-
and blue,
Like the
with
visor is
white with the
huge,
numbers,
and
I wouldn't
like the
mind
mouth is
that.
like misshapen
Then
and
you'd have an
tiny.
actual nice, clean
Like,
letter
it's just
with
horribly
the number
painted.
team.
Ah.
It just looks all kind
The paint on Omega Ranger is great.
You make a
Very
Ranger
That
looks
sharp,
good,
just looks
actually.
beautiful.
Only problem is
Omega
that his
is
head
really
looks like he's
nicely done. I
turning.
feel like they really
turning
put
a
lot
little.
more effort into this
Yeah.
last
You know,
few
they-
keys.
They could call the SPD pack, the original SPD Ranger key pack, the bridge set.
You could.
You could.
Well, yeah. I mean, green's the only one with white around the number, and there he's turned into all of them. So thankfully, whoever plays bridge doesn't have that much of an ego, unlike JDF.
Really, really well done.
Yeah, I think-
JDF has the
you will.
biggest ego. I think it's just because he's the
And
most
last but
famous of the
certainly not
6
least, we have
Rangers.
Mystic Force.
Of
Yeah.
course he is.
So here we have
Which-
Even though there are
Actually,
cooler
my-
ones.
Which actually wouldn't mind seeing more Bridge. He is a pretty cool guy.
Oh yeah.
He seems pretty cool. He just has that ego to like kind of rein in. Because, like
Talking
I
about
said,
Bridge.
there have been other Rangers that have kicked his ass.
We're
in the
talking about
series.
Bridge.
Bridge. Oh, sorry. now I'm going on a fire tangent.
Yes, my fire is spreading.
Oh my
Alright.
lord. Stop
Yeah,
now.
Bridge seems like a really cool guy. Like the guy who played him, whatever his name is. Sorry
Whatever
if
your
you're
name
watching
is,
this.
we like you.
Sorry if you're watching this, whoever your name is. Biggest fan.
So have you found the pink ski image yet? To get that horribleness?
What?
The SPD Pink Ranger key. Have you found a picture of that yet?
Otto
No,
is
do you?
online. I'm gonna kick his fucking ass.
Do you have a picture of it?
No.
What?
So do we want to just
The
move on then?
pink key. Yeah, let's just move on.
Oh, I thought
Before I
you.
go on. Before we go on another
Force.
JDF tangent.
Okay, so yeah, so Mystic Force includes White Ranger, Solaris Knight, and Fire Warrior.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Rage JDF on this.
That one actually sounds really cool.
These
Does it
actually
look
all
any good?
Yeah, these all look pretty good, especially Solaris Knight. He has a lot of detail, kind of like the Phantom Ranger.
Oh, good. I think from Anarchy, the only other one I've been wanting to commission. I mean, I want to get the white one first, but I was thinking of getting the Solaris Knight one.
Oh yes, of course you do, Magic Shine.
Actually, it's
Remember.
Magi Red and Toku Nation. I gotta get that changed.
Whatever.
Oh,
But-
then again, Magi Red only gets the short stick next to Magi Shine because Magi Shine has the cooler cape.
I just realized, like, Magic Shine's helmet actually has the same kind of crest. It's all like Gaiam's and Kiwami arms.
Yeah, that would be kind of a funny little lock seed for like a crossover. The
Magic Shine arms.
Shine arms.
Shine arms for Kiwami. That'd be awesome.
Yep.
That would be interesting.
Well, they have a cape that's like red on the inside, so I mean they kind of seem a bit similar. So
I could see it.
yeah, the crest is similar enough. They have a cape that has red on the inside. They have more armor compared to the other forms.
It's like
Oh, and they have a
especially
blue. And Magi Shine has a blue undersuit, like a dark blue.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Kiwami parallels are there, just
Yeah.
a couple years
I
early.
actually saw someone who designed a Baron Kiwami arms and it was like all gold.
Yeah,
It
Magi
looks
Shine could
cool.
work with Baron,
Definitely.
like even in energy arms, because then he'd have the little cape thing.
Yeah. And I actually do need to go now, so I guess we can continue this later.
Yeah.
Oh, so now you're leaving. Okay.
Yeah, because my dad wants to have us go to dinner at 5 p.m.
Well then.
Oh,
So
and
yeah,
I guess
there
we'll have to
is
pick
a
up the
reason
Transformers.
why Otto's not here with us.
Why?
Apparently, he tried signing in this morning, and it's still loading.
Wow.
That sucks.
What the fuck?
Okay, I guess we'll have to try the Transformers discussion later with Adventure.
Why don't we transform into a transition?
Da-da-da-da-da, wink.
Embrace the dark side. Well, I already have. You know, I'm a black guy, so.
Or go racist strangers. Na, 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 na.
Yes, yes, swords.
This gentleman.
Oh,
Um,
I can't contain it.
Shall it be the stereotypical British accent tonight?
Yeah. There go my pants.
Oh man.
Screw your pants, they are full of shit.
Oh, Saber, how you doing? By the way, podcast.
No, it's called.
Tis the almighty Saberfrost, one of the many
Nope.
badass legends of TFW.
Nope. Yep. Still, I can't take it with that voice. It's just too much.
You can't take it?
No, it's too good, man.
Voice? What voice? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh god.
Dude, if we're going to be doing voices, I'm just going to start whipping them out left and right.
Oh,
Now that actually, no, oh my god, that sounds really terrible when I say it in a word, like, sentence thing.
oh, damn it. Come on, computer, don't freeze.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh boy.
You're bringing a
It's
guy
like
named
bringing
Frost and your computer
technology
starts freezing.
Wait,
I
what?
bring in the Brit, and he freezes everything.
No, I was just saying it was kind of
Of
funny.
course.
Bringing a guy with
What do you
Frost
expect?
in his name and your computer starts freezing.
That's very true. That's very funny.
There you go.
Technically, it's Reliquium nowadays, which means I'm not in the...
No,
I mean,
you're Reliquium, and also you're Steel Cosmos, and then you're just all the random shit.
Push me.
Steel Cosmos is to do with
But
card games,
then-
that's not related to anything
The
else.
two damage users are just gone.
Wait, what?
Like that.
So let's see. So Predacomics is done.
Oh yeah.
Dead.
Saber's comic is pretty much
I killed it out of shame.
Oh, but hey, you're still guest appearing on other people's comics, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but I'm appearing with less shame and baggage.
I
I'm just
have
shutting up.
up. My mouse just going random shit now. There we go. I have control.
Go down within the next half an hour.
Resuming
Like
control.
what you said.
You think you have control. You know nothing, human.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey,
But yeah.
don't make me come over there.
Actually, everything that
I will buy the
grows
plane
looks
ticket.
somewhat fucking stupid.
You know what sucks? I asked
Okay.
Stone to
So-
have like us talking around the table, but one of the
These
hosts
are
aren't
fucking
going to be
idiots.
on the
Yeah.
podcast,
Yeah.
and then another host is going to be on air, but isn't asked about.
Requested.
Yep, in that request.
You should probably tell him right now that you to switch like coffee to Saber. Probably should do that
No.
now.
I'm up now, so I'll
Let's
do
find out
shit.
if I can.
Or if I'm bored, I'll just edit into
Oh, God.
Saber later.
That's true. What would Saber even
I
look
don't know,
like
man.
in
That's
Storm's Arc?
fucking so annoying.
That's
I
very...
just walked out, like, and jumped
Having to
Everybody
turn up
quiet.
the
Let's listen
stereo.
to the native
into
Saber
a
and his
big
habitat.
thing.
Saber, I swear by God, you sound like a
I
freaking
was
James
in a
Bond
call,
villain.
and then you decide to
That's racist.
say that.
Okay.
Go, go, racist
Wrong
rangers!
here, Colin.
Where did oh God, the race
Go
card.
Go Power race card.
I think that's gonna be the inside joke now. Racist Rangers. Whenever something wrong is said, it's like, oh, there's racist Rangers have appeared.
So basically, we'll be using it against you a lot.
Yeah, apparently so.
Yeah.
Apparently so.
No.
No way am I trying to be racist.
Well, yeah,
That's a
but
bad idea.
so far it's happened.
Alright, so
That's a
Saber,
bad
let
idea.
me catch you up on what
Because
we
you called
talked
the
about
British
so far.
guy a Bond villain.
We talked about stained glass Optimus Prime.
Uh-huh.
Sexy beast.
We talked
Briefly,
about...
we talked about Combiner Wars.
Yes, Combiner Wars. We talked about Optimus Prime coming back in RID.
Spoilers.
We probably
Yes,
can.
yeah, spoilers.
As Optimus Supreme, apparently.
Well, they'll have to use all their stuff
Yes,
on it, so they'll be down to
apparently.
autos.
I don't know how that's going to work in Japan, because they never adapted Beast Hunters, but whatever.
Yeah. Wait, they never adapted Beast Hunters?
No, at least not the movie.
I have no intention of doing that.
No. That's not good.
Oh,
So,
speaking of
Prime
which,
dies for no reason, so...
I found on eBay something that I didn't even realize existed.
Uh-huh.
Unicron Megatron Construct Bots.
You never knew that existed?
That's not to
I'm
do.
sorry.
Nope.
What?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. The, like, orangish bronze Megatron.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware it ever managed to get released.
I wish they
I've
came
never
out with
seen it
a
around.
deluxe version for it, or at least like a Legends class version,
Oh, that's so horrible.
rather than that crappy repaint we got.
Of the Legend, of the Commander version.
Yeah, the Commander
really?
version.
I would rather, like, get it... I'd rather, like, a third-party company release, like, an extensive set for the Voyager.
It's pretty bad though when a Construct Bots figure is your only option.
Yeah.
No, there's Cyberverse and Construct Bots.
Cyberverse doesn't count, it's a
Constructbots is at
repaint.
least a decent,
So is the Construct Bots one, it's just a remold.
Optimus Prime. At least there is that.
Yes, but the remold at least makes it look different enough.
Yeah, Construct Bots looks better than the Cyberverse version, if that's at all possible.
Very sad, but very true.
Yeah, because
Oh,
at least
it's
the head looks...
possible.
At least the head looks new and sort of like the one in the movie.
Oh yes.
Because,
And at least it has kind of the wings that, at least it looks spiky.
Yeah, I mean, ridiculously, like, oversized Gurren Lagann spikes, but still.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
Forever
One
Gurren
second.
Lagann.
What?
I heard they were going to make a sequel series, but that never really went
I
anywhere.
do not know.
For better or worse.
To what, Gurren Lagann?
Yeah, I heard a while ago that there was supposed to be a sequel season or a show.
I say leave it where it is.
Yeah, I agree. It's better to
Wait,
leave
a
it where it
sequel
was.
to Gurren Lagann. How the fuck?
I'm sorry, but how do you manage to proceed any further beyond blowing up a universe and resetting everything?
No,
That's-
they didn't blow it
I
up.
think
They
you're
just tossed
missing-
universes around like frisbees.
Yeah,
And
and
then
they're parallel
destroyed
universes.
multiple
No one cares.
universes and then-
Details, details,
the-
details. It doesn't really matter.
Well, they killed basically a god, so there's no really positive way to go up from there.
Well, there could be the god
And they
of
turned...
God.
Oh, and spoilers, they turned Simone into a hobo.
Yeah, they do.
Yep.
But he's a wise hobo.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
saved the universe. Nobody ever gives me credit.
Nobody ever gives me credit because I told them don't look for me.
And I
Yeah,
didn't
that was-
even I didn't even try to use spiral power to bring back my lady friend. Not even
because apparently bringing back the people of the past would hinder the future, including my wife, who's been there the
Bullshit.
entire time. Yeah, you know, the biggest
Oh,
BS.
spoiler alert. He got married.
Spoiler alert, she died.
Spoiler alert. She died right as they married.
Spoiler
Yes.
alert. Spoiler alert,
Well-
Snape kills Dumbledore.
What? I did not
Spoiler
know
alert.
this.
Spoiler alert, it was the sled all along. Rosebud was the sled.
Spoiler alert.
We do nothing.
Super Mega Force
to
is
him.
fucking stupid.
Spoiler
really a
alert,
spoiler.
Breaking Dawn Part 2 is all a dream.
At least the cool stuff. The vaguely good stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Where it's like an actual decent fight.
Oh dear, now I feel bad for even bringing up that series.
Don't feel bad. We talked about like
So
the
how
We talked
ego
about
of,
his player, we talked about...
the ego of Jason David Frank.
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I the only one that tolerates that man?
Oh,
Yes.
You were not there for the
Yeah,
fucking
right,
stupid
really don't
shit he was
The
doing.
Morphin Madness was a more appropriate title than we initially realized.
Oh, the sadness. Anyway, why don't we talk about... You guys want to talk about some Transformers Unite?
But-
From Takara?
Oh yeah, the one with Slingshot.
Yes.
And apparently it's going to be the one that has like the real Wild Rider.
Well, actually, no. Wild Rider was announced for America through Toys R Us listing.
So was Slingshot, but Slingshot's coming to Unite first.
Oh yeah.
And no, I think we should talk about that and Adventure since we were supposed to do that in the first half.
Yeah.
Saber, are you beatboxing?
I am not beatboxing.
He's Britboxing.
No, I am actually playing Pokemon.
so,
Oh
Which
yeah.
Pokemon?
Wait, Omega
Yeah.
Alpha Sapphire or Omega Ruby?
unless they're gonna go
Alpha
to Delta
Sapphire.
and they have no reason not to.
And you do
Ranger,
not want
Ranger
to,
finally got a 2DS and he only has Y.
you
I have
do not
Y.
want to know some of the names I've come up with my Pokemon. It's just bad.
Dude, I gave my Sceptile the name of Rick James
Oh, fucking not
Rick
good.
Because-
Fireworks into the
because
mouth.
of the slap attack. Like one of the
No.
attacks just looks like the Rick James slap.
All of my names have been stolen from Transformers lore.
Well,
I've got...
I
My
have to
main
say
team is
my
called...
fav- Oh my gosh.
My main team of 3 is called Team Magnaboss. You can work out the names of the 3 Pokemon.
I think one of them is Lapras. Am I wrong?
No, I'm
Apparently
using I'm using the American names, not the Japanese names.
I was gonna say something.
What were
I was gonna say? I was gonna say something stupid about how I love the way he said American. This isn't insulting. The British accent is my favorite accent, so it's just fun to hear words like that. I'm not like
Accent
teasing you,
is the
Saber. I love the British accent. I mean, don't get any ideas, but the British accent is my favorite accent, so to hear
Don't
you
worry about that.
say stuff like that, it makes me day.
Magnus,
What? Don't judge me.
If-
Magnus, you guys are supposed to be rivals.
if I ever give you a Gunpla body, I am so making you the Tri-Burning Gundam because I'm using a modified HFX, which is designed to look like ice.
Gundam. I don't know what the hell that is. That's the problem.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Pictures.
you have to see the Tri-Burning. You have to see
You
I
have
just
to
looked
see
at-
the Tri-Burning.
I just looked it up. It's from what I can see, it looks pretty kick-ass.
Fire,
Do you see
fire,
it
fire
with the
everywhere.
fire? Do you see it with
Oh
the
yeah,
fire?
man. With the name Try Burning, fire's not going to be included.
Yeah, that would be. I'm looking right at it. It is pretty awesome.
Do you see it with all the fire effects?
It's hard not to.
Yeah.
It's kind of glaring.
Yeah.
What's funny though is at least with like the Shinkion and the drawn comics, I based myself off what I think is the superior look, the PRID Voyager Magnus and Cosmic Switch Forze.
Oh yeah, you and your cosmic abilities.
Yeah, I based it off Forze.
That reminds me.
Hence the jump jet on my back. It's also a Forze reference.
I have a memory in my hand.
What was that?
Extreme memory. Funny you should mention Morphers. Or tension devices.
Oh.
Here it comes.
The audio on the podcast is gonna go to shit right now, isn't it?
Prepare for the copyright claims.
No. No. Motherfucker!
Oh, I have more. I have a bunch of Red Ranger keys.
Stop. Yo.
Bad.
I'm tempted to use Overdrive. I'm going to bring Overdrive into this.
No. Not Overdrive. Nothing but Overdrive.
Anything but that.
Operation Overdrive.
My ears! I'm dying!
Oh, okay. Dino Thunder.
Right?
Yeah, I'm not going to do that to you guys. I'm not going to...
So, Saber, I have to ask you something. Since we're on the topic of Gundam right now, do
Oh,
you
yeah.
think the Star Building is going to have a high-grade mobile suit size form, or something else?
Well, I think it's a really good pick. Like,
I do believe it is now transformable into a standard high-grade proportions, but whether they can actually pull that off with the model kit, I don't know.
Well, the model kit has the same parts that are in the show, and it's obvious that they have the joints.
I have a feeling it will look like a hard grade, but it will remain with the same articulation as the SD form.
What's strange is the fact that we can already see knee joints, at least.
Wait, is it called Tri-Burning Gundam with like an I or a Y?
TRY.
Okay, so... And it looks like... I'm going to link the picture. I want to make sure I'm looking at the right one.
Okay,
because I
there's
think
two,
I am.
There's two.
I think I'm looking at the right one because there are like pictures with flames coming out of its shoulders at a weird angle, but there it is.
Let's find out. I will tell you.
And
Right after this! No.
Burn.
Actually, it's pretty cool.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Will you load?
Especially the pictures where it's on fire.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you've got the
Basically,
correct
we have a pyromaniac Gundam that just loves to shit of flames.
I would always display it.
What
I'm
did
sorry,
you say?
I would always display it on fire. You cannot display it in standard mode when it's got that much fire.
Of course not. And it's like perfect for me. I need to watch Gundam so I can know what the hell this thing is.
By the way, that is from the series that I showed you clips from.
Okay, now I gotta watch that.
By the way, the
The
entire
season
series
2
is
of that.
If I didn't care before, I care now.
the entire series is on the Gundam Info YouTube.
I showed
It's on the
Magnus,
official YouTube.
Saber, I showed Magnus the fights
Two
from
fights out of context.
Season 1 of Fenice and of Sengoku.
And the other one with the zombie bot Gundam.
Fenice.
Okay, yeah, the one with Christmas color eyes and mixed matched parts. I'm calling it the zombie bot robot in Gundam. I don't care what you say.
All I know is that I saw the try burning, and I thought, yeah, that's Magnus's personal Gundam.
Yeah.
Although the few bits which are still blue probably need to be turned either yellow as well or black.
Well, you do realize, Saber, that it comes with the orange colors.
Well, that and I have blue in my color scheme now in my upgrade, so blue still works.
I was talking about, like, on the pelvic joints.
Well, I have... Never mind.
And the crotch guard.
Let's not get into discussion about my Gundam crotch.
You know what's
What?
funny? You know what's funny?
Just paused there, didn't you?
Saber, you know what's funny? In my comic right now, instead of becoming the unicorn Gundam, like we were talking about originally, my comic, I'm gonna turn me into the Star Build Strike. So,
Hold
a bit funny there.
on. You want to drop Smite just saying.
By the way, for you guys wondering what I was talking about the star winning, this is the star winning. Okay. I know you're gonna laugh, but boy is it fucking powerful.
By the way, do you know
better be
how
good.
hard? Do you know how hard it is to find a broken Superlink or Energon Scorponok for one part when that one part is the same part that breaks on every single damn figure?
It looks so adorable. This doesn't look like a threat.
You're a chibi, great for you. I'm a gigantic robot with a burning crotch, apparently, so...
That sounds even worse when you say it out loud.
So you have herpes?
Oh!
Not gonna dignify that, not gonna dignify it.
What? It's a legitimate question. You have a burning crotch.
No, it's like a burning pelvic thrust.
That does count as a burning
Oh,
acid.
by the way, let me show you something, Magnus, from
Yeah.
the original version of the Burning Gundam, the Build Burning Gundam.
Yes.
This is what its original mold could do with the original SD Gundam.
No,
from
careful, you
the-
missed.
I feel like
I'm
Oh,
worried.
winning road, winning road, winning road.
It's
Oh yes,
more-
winning
it's more
knuckle.
like- 'cause,
Oh, I can turn you into a glorified glove.
Oh no, the winning Gundam isn't what I'm turning into.
Oh.
love gun.
Here, let me...
Wait, is
Weird
one of them...
changing thing.
One of them looks like they turned it into a vacuum cleaner.
That's a high
The
pressurized
super gun?
cannon.
Uh-huh, it looks like a vacuum cleaner. Just tip it down and you can suck up all the robot parts that get blown off.
The sad thing is that the winning Gundam uses the same kind of colour palette as Andrea Prime would like to use.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, really?
Okay, now I'm looking at the Burning Gundam one. That's a pretty cool pose. It's like a robot. It's like a Falcon Punch. I really dig it.
Where's your TP, you fucking faggots?
Yeah.
I
Overall,
still say the one where it's attached to a gun makes it look like a vacuum cleaner, but still.
Might be playing fucking...
Yeah, it is kind of a weak attachment mode, but hey!
The fist at least works.
Oh yes, definitely.
The fact that it's a small kit that can do so
Not
much,
necessarily.
fully justified.
Oh, and by the way, Magnus, this is what I was talking about the Star Strike that I'm turning myself into in my comic.
Yeah.
When you see the effect parts that are on it, you can understand.
I'm going to laugh.
It's kind
Oh,
of...
hey, that's actually pretty
What the
cool.
hell? You turn into a freaking angel?
It kind of reminds me of, well, if it was blue, it reminds me of what happens to O's when he turns into Tajador.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Except, well, paint the wings red and you got it. Especially in the final episode where he uses Ank's, like, main metal that is him. That's what it reminds me of, like when he transforms into Tajador for the last time in the series.
Hang on. Wait, let me get this straight. We have an angel and a phoenix.
No, I ain't getting indoctrinated into
Wait,
your
I'm the
disgusting
Phoenix?
commie regime.
Oh, Magnus, you should know that the Tri-Burning
Fight
Gundam,
the
the
communists,
strongest attack it
instill
has,
capitalism
creates
into
a flaming
everything.
phoenix.
Oh,
And it can
Oh,
shatter an
no.
entire asteroid belt at full power if it really wanted to.
oh, Joy.
Overpowered
Them-
much? I think that fits you to a T.
Nah, I'd say it's a decent start.
Don't just throw those fucking shurikens like that, man. They're
You
actually
happy
got
until
fucking
you get to
systems for
destroy
this.
an anti-spiral god, will you?
No. I could just flick one and it would explode and I'd be happy.
Put me in my gold armor, the pinnacle of capitalist enjoyment.
Oh dear. Someone's thinking big.
I can't help but think big now. That's what you get for introducing me to new things.
That's what she said.
I think of what can I do to amp that up to 11?
Oh. And you missed. And you missed.
All I know is if I see something, I've got to put a tune in Twist mode. Which brings me to a point.
Because I was stood
The moment you start wearing bandages on your wrist simply because it looks cool, you have officially entered the rounds of being Tunabu.
It's a bit of a noise.
Is this a jab at Sonic Boom?
Nope. Not Sonic Boom, although that game is crap, to be honest.
Sort of nice,
I thought you were talking about the series as a whole.
Nope.
Because that's the aesthetic of the show, too.
Does anyone know what Tunabu is?
No.
What?
Eighth grader syndrome.
No. Can't say I've ever heard of that.
Nope.
One moment.
No,
Tails
the
more.
way that he said
I'm
that.
guessing there's a legitimate syndrome where you're just do weird stuff to look cool. That's what I'm getting out of this. Like, you put bandages on your hand just to look good.
More than likely, that's his point. Oh, excuse
partially.
me.
Oh, wait, who was that?
Saber?
That was me.
Yeah,
Whoops.
good one. It's okay, I've had to I had to tip my mic away so you didn't hear my gross mouth noises.
Sadly, I have to use my built-in mic, so...
You can't really get away in time.
Nope.
Nope. Well, luckily my funky one still has a mic on a stem where I can point it the other way.
Nice.
It's kind of like a twist tie or something where, you know what I'm talking about?
Spellings.
Where it's like, you can, it's like made of flexible plastic and something on the inside that helps it hold position.
Huh.
That's kind of what's in my mic on this helmet.
Yeah.
That would be cool though.
Yeah.
I'd look weird in my bedroom with just a helmet on, but still.
Oh yes. I really cannot work out what the base model for the transient is.
Oh, the base model is actually a brand new mold, but in show it's supposed to be a combination of
Hey,
the
guys,
Double O,
Hey.
the Exia, and the Quanti.
Ah.
Wait a minute. Those wings you showed me, I just thought of something.
Which one? The Star Build Strike?
Yeah, the one where which had angel wings.
wow.
It
Yes.
reminded me
I
of
think I
something.
There are two
I-
Gundams
it's just
with
think-
angel wings.
I don't know if this is it's probably a custom, but I've seen like fan art where they've, I think, turned it into this.
I just find it funny that the transient looks like the custom Exia I always dreamed of.
It's very true. It does look very, very badass, to be truthful. Oh! Oh, I
That's
know.
fantastic
That's the
plan.
Quanti. That's not the Star.
I know, I'm just saying, that's what kind of reminded me of. Like, you could totally embrace Tajador and turn into that.
Oh, yes, yes.
You just drop everything on top of
It's
it.
probably what I would do.
Now
In
that's
all
a
honesty,
nice
that's-
crossover.
And
Oh, and apparently
honestly, that's
Road
what I
has
would
left
do.
us. Again.
Well, now we can make fun of Rancher and Road.
Damn idiots!
They've left an opening. Strike!
Strike like cobras.
Oh,
Strike
by
like
the
a
way,
star!
Saber.
By the-
There's a second mobile suit that works for Magnus.
What? I was looking up one that looks like Ankh.
When you see what I'm talking about, you will understand.
I'm gonna have to look now.
You will.
Hmm.
Look right now.
Oh, yes.
Why is it? Does it not have a? Okay, it does have a hand. It has
Yes,
both hands.
of course. Because, of course, it's a phoenix as well.
Yep.
It is a literal phoenix in
Yep.
which its wings become massive big swords.
Yep.
I have the spirit of the phoenix.
It has two massive swords and two massive cannons.
At least I don't have it in a lame way like Emma.
Oh,
But
let's not get back
unfortunately
to that.
Let's,
It is a-
no, let's
It is a
do
kit
that.
that will be in desperate need of paint in order to look at its full potential.
Well,
So
not
you could really
necessarily,
paint-
because it looks like the first image doesn't have any of the stickers except for the chest jewel.
No,
Well,
it's still
most
going
of
to
the
need
stuff-
paint.
Most of the stuff is stickers.
If you look at the first image and then the
I see the first image. It
Yeah.
just looks like. It looks cool when it's painted up, but I don't know if you'd go to that much dedication to represent me.
oh, I just realized it doesn't
Oh.
have a yellow plate.
Wait, what?
So the V-fin, it's going to be red. Oh, well, that sucks.
I don't know how that's bad, but okay.
Okay, if you
Just
look in the
means you
second
have-
image, because of these being model kits, you have to build them from
Scratch.
If you
Oh.
look at all the colors of the sprues, none of them are yellow.
Oh,
Living dangerously botline.
okay.
The V-fin is actually red.
Yeah.
So basically, you're just looking at whatever cool Gundam is red and fire-based. Works. It works for me. It makes me happy.
And then
Well,
we got,
you-
and then Ranger. I'm sorry, Ranger is the lightning Gundam.
Context?
I will.
It's a sniper.
I'm bringing it up.
There's
I'm bringing it
there's
up.
probably been more than one lightning Gundam.
No,
like,
there
there's
is
been
only
more than
one.
one Thunder
No,
Sword.
there's only one, and it's based
Oh.
on the Zeta.
I thought it was like a Thunder Zord situation where there are multiple versions.
Oh no.
Like that aren't related at all.
Funny you should mention Zords.
That's the
We're not
lightning.
going to go into a conversation about Zoids, are we?
But let me
Zoids.
let me
No,
tell you
no, no.
why I'd say this is perfect for Ranger. Because
Okay,
it's
let's
a
see.
Fire.
the
The
suit.
fire.
Yeah.
I think it's time we bring out the Guy Gal Gundam.
Oh yeah.
The guy Galgar Gundam? What?
Yeah, the Guy Gal Gundam.
Oh yes.
Okay, now I need to see this. And
First
yes,
look-
this does work for...
Yep.
This one does work for Ranger.
Oh.
It kind of reminds me of the Mega Man X look. Doesn't it? Doesn't it look a little bit like Mega Man X in
Support
the color
20
scheme?
through. How glorious is that?
Yeah, which means it works for him, although it needs a bit more white, whereas all the blue.
Yeah, I think this one really works out for him.
How the fuck am I not finding like any images of the Tri-Zeta right now?
Try Zeta?
It's Tri-Zeta.
Yeah, that's the
It's
name of
called
it.
It's called Lightning Full Bird or something like that.
Lightning Full Burn... What? Oh,
Playing
I
so
think I just found what you're talking about. The one that has like a lion's head on its chest.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be the Guy Gal Gundam.
Yeah, that's
We-
the Gal
we don't
Gaigar
actually-
Gundam.
We don't actually know its name yet.
It's a Tri-Zeta. I just told you.
It's a crossover, or is it just a reference?
It's a
Oh,
reference.
It's
Because the builder who created the Tri-Zeta, what he is he's also a plastic model kit from everything maker.
Yeah.
So he's making a Gundam. Why not reference another series?
With giant robots?
Yes.
and it should
okay.
be,
Okay,
it
if he's
should
doing
be
that...
mentioned that that kit's actual designer is Obari. What is Obari famous for working on?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
The Brave series. He was the
Okay.
lead animator.
Okay, thank you. I need the clarification.
He
Then,
also
like-
and his first work was actually in More Than Meets the Eye Part 1.
Oh,
There's
really?
a bit of trivia for you. He
Okay, then
he animated the first transformation of Optimus Prime.
Okay, if that's the case, then if they're going to reference Gal Gaigar, they got to do that and Gurren Lagann.
Gurren
That would be
Lagann,
cool,
if
like,
not mistaken, has already been referenced. I don't remember where.
It was referenced some point in Series 1.
Yeah.
Yep, Brittany.
Was there like one with a ridiculous set of glasses, or what's going on?
Yeah, it's like glasses and the actual face.
I just keep like going the wrong like stupid directions, to be honest.
Hmm.
But yeah, Gundam Build Fighters is so good because it pretty much
Ezreal's not smart.
pretty much really pushes for
If you're
creativity,
also-
and boy, do you get some creative designs from it.
What was I thinking of earlier?
Spinny thingy. Or don't.
Well, I'm looking at the
You just
Soul
hit
of
frickin'
Chogokin.
Morgana with your spinning thing and slow down.
I'm looking at the Soul of Chogokin Nega Gurren Lagann, which is like a symbol of Simone's depression after Kamina died,
Yeah.
which is actually pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of what something Lord Genome would make if he lived long enough to make upgrade
Yeah, when
Sengon.
Oh, yeah.
Twirl and do
Okay.
damage I don't know what it's
I'm going to be right back.
Okay, you have fun. Fuck.
I just copied all of that on the way down page. Stupid Skype. Well, actually, it's computer, but hey. Get rid of all of that. This is perhaps the longest card name I have ever seen. And it's not gone in for some reason. There we go.
It's got home. Oh wow, he's fucking build.
99th generation dimensional robo commander great Dieter.
What?
That is the name of a card.
The name of a what?
A card.
Shit, that's
Card.
fine, Ben.
I thought you said cat for whatever reason. I'm like,
He said
damn.
cat, but because of his accent.
Mhm. I know.
No,
That's why.
it's a card, like a trading card.
Okay.
It sounds
But,
like he says car, but no, he's saying a card.
No, I thought you said cat.
Well,
I'm like, damn, that's
why
a
don't we talk
badass
about-
cat name.
I was thinking you just take
other than crushing cats, why don't we talk about one last topic before we leave
Close off.
today?
Just saying that's a
literally,
picture
I
that
could
goes
just
with it.
pop my Q on it, but I just thought you'd be able to get it. But then apparently it took you a lot more to get it than I thought it would.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right. So last topic.
Yeah.
last topic is going to be the Transformers Adventure.
Finally, we're
line,
getting back.
I forget after that initial burst, you're pretty fucking useless.
Which we're
is
rambling about.
Japan's version of Robots in Disguise.
Still don't know how that's gonna work since Prime's dead and they never adapted
The worst
Beast
part about any
Hunters.
joke is when it's not even a joke.
Yeah.
They'll work something out. It's Japan.
So let's talk about the differences so far of figures. Bumblebee definitely has a lot more paint on his
We'll
car hood.
solve these problems.
Yeah, but other than that, there's no difference. Even the sword is just still pure blue.
Yeah.
I will just say that I don't even care for the base molds. It doesn't matter how much paint you slap on them. I will never like them.
They all look pretty much the same. Smokescreen. Bumblebee looks like what happens when a Viacon and Prime Smokescreen had a drunken night together.
Yeah.
Too much effort is having to be put into this shit.
Then we've got Grimlock that I can't tell any difference.
Yeah, it looks pretty much the same. Except maybe some
Well,
shinier
You
silver.
should get Last Whisper anyway.
Yeah,
'cause it's
maybe just adding silver.
No, I was thinking it's a bit shinier.
Yeah.
Strong Arm looks a little bit different.
Yeah, Strong Arm definitely has different chest plate, or chest paint.
Yeah.
The paint
No,
is
it's
definitely
good.
more detailed.
Yeah, it's totally not that. I'm not looking at the chest plate at all.
Yeah.
All right.
Huh?
Yeah, she looks like she has more. She looks like she has more paint, but not much.
And I still don't like how the gun has the always there cannon
Thing
blast.
is-
Yeah. It seems like it should be a missile that shoots out or something.
Yeah,
Steeljaw looks.
exactly the same.
Yeah, and he still would have to balance on his tail. You can even kind of see it in the stock footage.
They didn't
And
even
stock
paint
picture.
like all three of his toes.
Nope, they're still bland.
Yeah.
Fix-It looks maybe more vibrant in his orange, and he has black things connecting his arms to his chest instead of silver, which I think might be more inaccurate.
Yeah.
So apparently Adventure's really dropping the ball and looking more accurate.
Oh yeah.
Underbite or whatever it is still looks the same and boring.
Yeah, it's not really too different.
Okay, here's
Then we
where
have
it gets
Scoop.
interesting. Yeah, unceremoniously Scoop,
Which,
who
uh,
doesn't...
I think they used the wrong name.
I think they... Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Yeah,
Unless
it's Constructicon.
unless it's supposed to be a reference to car robots or RID,
Yeah.
which even then I don't think Swoop looked like that, or whoever his counterpart was in the Constructicon team.
Yeah, no, he was orange.
Yep. So they couldn't even get that right, if that's what it is.
Yep.
So yeah, it doesn't match the aesthetic, and it's the wrong reference.
Yep.
The strong arm, the repaint of strong arm, I think is the most interesting.
I'd say it's still the Energon. It's a reference to the Energon strong arm mold.
No, I'd say it's definitely a reference to to the RID roll bar, because that's what it looks like to me.
I mean, here, let me bring up an image of it.
The mostly black helmet, the green, multiple shades of green, the orange and black all over.
Yeah, I can definitely see what you mean.
Yeah, to me, it's RID roll bar. It's them making a cute little reference.
It's a figure from that mold.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking right at a picture. It's got orange on the same spots.
Yeah.
So I definitely think it's more roll bar than anything else. Which, by the way, stupid name for what it is, but it's not as bad as Movor or Rotor.
Yeah. It could be a reference to Braun.
Yeah, maybe. Braun did have that Decepticon phase in Season 3.
Yeah.
And here is Swoop, or whatever the hell he's supposed to be now.
Yeah.
Okay, no, Scoop has the right name. Swoop is the animated repaint. Ugh. What is he even supposed to reference, if anything?
I think it's supposed to be referencing the original toy. I mean, look at the color scheme. It has that color scheme.
Well, yeah, the head's kind of screwed up, but other than that, because it was like transparent red on the face with gold, so I could see it being G1 Swoop, but how do you explain the animated slag repaint?
That is the, Age of Extinction.
Oh, I thought it was going to be he fell into a crayon factory.
Either the Age of Extinction one, or it's the, what's it called?
It's Crayon Dip.
One from, Beast Wars. I forgot what was the name.
Yeah, it's the purple. I know what you're talking about. I think it might be Age of Extinction.
Yeah.
Okay, Knockout. I guess it's supposed to be a Wild Rider.
Wild Rider? Yeah, I can see that.
It makes sense. It's kind of cute, especially since it's the Beast Hunters Knockout.
Yeah.
It looks more savage. It makes a lot more sense than the actual Knockout having those colors and looking like that. I mean,
yeah.
Dreadwing still looks like Dreadwing.
Sure. Yeah, what's he supposed to be doing there?
He's supposed to be dead, but I'm sure he'll come back.
Oh yeah, everybody does.
Since every vital death is apparently going to be erased at this point.
Oh yes.
Oh, apparently Steve Bloom confirmed that Starscream died in Predacons Rising, but I'm sure they're going to correct that one.
But
I'll give him credit, it never happened on screen, but maybe it was just too violent for them to show on screen. Because that's 3 Dragon Bots. He had trouble with Predaking. He, couldn't even stand up to him. So 3 of them would just maul him completely.
Oh, yeah. That reminds me. I've met Steve Blum and I've spoken to him in person. We had one swell conversation.
Really?
Oh.
Yep.
What'd you talk about?
Stuff which never related to Transformers once.
I'm not surprised. He's done a lot of stuff.
Yeah. In fact, we never mentioned Korea. We just had a nice social conversation.
Huh.
Did you talk about Wolverine?
I bet that was at least refreshing for him.
Oh yeah.
To have someone talk about just stuff.
Well,
instead of hey, did Starscream do this? Hey, how is it to become Wolverine? Yada yada yada.
Well, instead of being known for what you do, I believe that you should know someone for who they are.
Yeah.
That's a very good mindset.
Yeah, exactly. And again, I think it would be refreshing for someone to have a fan who just comes up and talks to them like a normal person instead of bothering them entirely about their job.
Oh yeah.
It's like every time I speak to Stephen... No, not Stephen. Yeah. Why did I even say Stephen? Simon Furman. I speak to him at least once a year.
Oh, wow.
Have you got Red Buff?
At least. Sometimes twice.
Oh, okay.
It depends. It depends as and when our paths cross.
Yeah, this is one.
So let's
He-
get to finishing off this list.
Yeah, Nemesis Prime is up next, or Scourge, or Black Convoy, or whatever it's going to be.
I just have to say this. They gave him the right faction.
At least there's that.
Come on.
I will say he's probably... it's still the same lazy general design that all of the RID bots have so far, like with the Shockwave chest window.
Yeah.
But at
Hands up,
least-
I've not seen this one yet.
Okay.
Here, I'll link you the image.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I will say it looks good. I'll give it that much credit. It's the same generic Nemesis Prime Scourge repaint, but for some reason it works in the way they've done it with this figure.
I have to say this. Just like Magnus is your guilty pleasure, Magnus, Nemesis Prime / Scourge has been mine.
Half health, half mine,
Well,
come on.
Nemesis Prime is a guilty pleasure of mine too, because I had the chance to get City Commander. Well, I would have to... Well, actually, I didn't really have it. I would have to get the original Classics Magnus and then the City Commander set, and that was super expensive.
Go, 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 go.
That looks
And
Herpener.
finish.
The fuck
I
are
have-
you talking about, Saber?
I actually have
No,
the Nemesis.
You finish first.
I actually have the San Diego Comic-Con Nemesis Prime and the Shadow Commander set.
Oh wow, my W took way too many kills off you.
Right. I'm just going to say
I got 2 kills off my
this
W.
first and foremost.
Is there anything I missed?
You missed
No,
a
no.
lot. We're getting to the end, so shut the fuck up.
Oh well, you know, buddy. There's a word I'm
think
looking
anyone
for.
just
It's
yells.
just a fuck you.
I'm pretty sure
That mold, the mold itself looks like
Strat.
Battlestar's Convoy No Nazo. No, not Convoy No Nazo. Return of Convoy. Convoy No Nazo is a very terrible game.
A very frustrating one.
Yeah.
I believe.
Let's not talk
I s-
about that.
They're all
Let's never bring it up again. But the vehicle
Yeah.
mode, it definitely looks like Battlestar's Return of Convoy Star Convoy inspired on the vehicle mode.
Yeah,
It's-
Saber. I think either Saber or Fire said that too.
I am
You said let's
Saber.
go in.
I mean, no, Saber Ranger. Sorry,
Thank you.
my rivals are interchangeable.
Yeah, that would break.
Let's go in, buddy.
But I must say that with how
Oh,
it's
we're not
angled
allowed.
and
We're
how
not
it
allowed.
just
We're not
has
allowed.
that
This is not
exaggerated
the
cartoonish look to it. But it's done in
Oh,
such a way that it makes the alt mode itself look
I've got to go
aggressive.
this way because
So it suits Nemesis better than Optimus.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's not forget
Suits
that
the
this is a
black.
deluxe class.
Oh yeah, that's deluxe. That's not Commander or anything. That's the new deluxe.
Are they even doing any voyages for RID?
No, not yet.
I
Not
don't
even.
think so.
Oh, except for the next figure. The next figure is a repaint, but it's technically a Voyager.
It's
The next-
Ultra Magnus.
And he actually looks like he does in the show, which is nice.
Are they gonna give him the cripple hook hand?
No, it's just normal.
Well,
I
that's
always thought the hook hand was stupid. It's just
See, now I lost at a point
I'm
where he's
surprised-
actually not shit.
unsurprisingly, this isn't going to come as a shock to anyone. I think they just deliberately screwed him over in Prime, and I really didn't like
See,
it.
he hasn't built what he needs to.
They didn't screw him over in Prime.
He needs
Yeah.
They had
his main
product-
damaging ability requires
they
to take some of his health.
Had
So you just get
Megatron.
around this Hydra and it heals him for more than it does because of the damage that it does. Otherwise,
Let's
you
be
just-
honest.
Saber, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm not talking about anything. It's my brother on League of Legends.
All right.
Dude,
I was. Go ahead.
it's just,
I'm just gonna fuck shit up.
well, while Saber fucks shit up, I really don't think they screwed Magnus over. I think they kind of did a good job when they wanted to make a strict, like, dick bag out of Magnus. Seemed pretty okay.
And you're doing exactly what every
Except
single
it's
fucking...
not necessarily what they
Okay.
were going for.
Um,
He's kind of
Yeah.
like a.
That's it. I'm going to keep my mic muted. Unless
He's more of a drill sergeant sort of guy. He's not a bad guy. He's not just a dick. just for the sake of being one, he's got a different way of going about things.
Yeah.
I know, and I think that's what they tried to do in the show and just make it that way, but they made him too much of a... It was kind of like looking at Sentinel from Animated if he was just...
No, not even.
No,
close.
no, not even close.
So
Not close.
I will come over there. I will pay for the plane ticket to come over there and slap you.
If
I
I
will-
may say,
I will
He
It
will
doesn't matter.
leave his home country to go see you.
it doesn't matter how
I'm gonna-
well written.
I'm gonna
or-
leave. I'm gonna leave this in your ass if you compare him to Sentinel again.
I never...
It doesn't matter how. It doesn't matter how good or how well written or how well designed Ultra Magnus may have been. There is just one fundamentally large problem. He is reduced to a punch bag.
That's exactly my problem. Well, other than people mistaking him for Sentinel.
No, I'm not mistaking him for Sentinel. It's just
Uh-huh.
the fact that he was just so by the book. Like
Yeah, by the
animated
book
Sentinel
doesn't mean he's
was.
a dick. It means
Animated
Sentinel was a
Sentinel
dick.
was not by the book. He was just trying to further his own agenda.
Oh no, he was a kiss ass. He was a bootlicker,
big-
a brown nose, a bitch.
he had, a,
No,
Yeah.
he was.
he had a dick
So-
measuring contest with Optimus
He-
and he kept losing.
He had a superiority complex / inferiority complex at the same time. Whilst he was inferior, he had a massive inferiority complex. But the moment he had a chance to take power, he took it, and he had a major superiority complex from that point onwards. He had a massive power trip, shall we say, and just proved to be a tyrant of which Megatron only wishes he could be.
And whereas Magnus was just someone who came down to Earth after someone he worked with for so long and respected apparently died, and he's heard that a planet's getting screwed over. He's just trying to do his best to fix the problem. So he's not a dick. He's just trying to do things his way to take out Megatron once and for all. Because Optimus's way didn't work. Magnus's way, he tried to just take him out as fast as possible.
And that didn't work. You guys
No.
asked it to him.
Yeah, by Megatron.
Yep.
But then he uppercut Starscream in the face, so there you go.
There was so much...
Probably should have punched his head off, but still.
Just remember this, Road. He was able to wield the Forge of
Solus Prime. That, granted, he didn't actually use the power, but he kicked ass with it.
Yeah, he was basically slapping people in the face. So, Predaking came along and, broke it.
And his hand for no reason.
Actually, no, he broke his hand as, a way of saying, hey, I'm more powerful than you, so I'm going to do something.
They beat him and he broke the forge. That was just unnecessary.
No,
It was just the writers screwing him over.
No, it was just showing that, well, in a sense, that...
Smash
that...
Wheeljack's hand. Wheeljack's an asshole.
No, Wheeljack is awesome, man.
He's an asshole, but he's an awesome asshole.
Irresponsible.
Okay. Let's get away from the fighting. Let's get away from
Yeah.
the fighting. Even
Okay,
though
hang
on.
Magnus is a dick and Wheeljack is a dick, but let's
All
get
right.
away from that fighting.
Oh wait, there's no other figures?
Look, no, there's no point fighting over a fight.
There's
Just
no
saying.
other... Wait, there's no other figures.
Yes,
We never
we're
even-
done looking at the figures. So
I will say on an actual figure note, he doesn't look bad. I mean, the forge itself should have been completely gold because it's just the head, but it looks like they gave him biolights and a more accurate color scheme.
oh yeah.
So it might be worth it for me to pick him up for that if I actually like the mold more than the PRID version.
Oh, the mold is pretty good.
It's good, but the PRID version is better.
I have not had a chance to see that version in person.
It's really good, actually. They were apparently going to use it because you can kind of see it in Season 1.
Oh yeah.
Or, I mean, Season 2 in the Orion arc.
Yeah.
But for one reason or another, it's just a Prime remold, which
I think the big
shouldn't be that
reason is the fact that
surprising.
they didn't have time to create the brand new model.
Mold completely.
Yeah, so what they did was they took aesthetics of Ultra Magnus and turned it in with Prime. Although
Yeah.
kind of making it a little bit stupid because of the shoulders, the placement of them in alt mode. Yeah, those just disappear.
Except in the PRID version where they just hang off the back.
Yep.
So I definitely think I don't know, I just wish they did something with that, or I don't know. It's my biggest gripe about it. It's they didn't use the PRID version.
Yeah.
Well, that and the earlier mentioned they screwed him over thing, but I'm not getting into that again.
To
Oh
me,
man,
I wish
that
that
was
they
the
at
best.
least gave him an assault rifle as well, figure-wise.
I think they should have let him actually stand up for the fight, because in Predacon's Rising, he got screwed over again.
Yeah, he definitely got his ass handed to him.
He didn't get to stand up for the final fight, and he didn't even get his hand back. And all he had to do was do what Bumblebee did in a less extreme way. Just dip his hand into the stuff, and the old one would just fall off.
Well, considering no one thought of that at the time, it just so
What
happened.
the fuck is this shit?
But let's be honest, in continuity, it wasn't expected. The plot writers just wanted a way to screw Magnus over again and just say, oh no, we can't kill off Bumblebee because children.
What the heck is this?
Yeah.
Screw the children.
This just appeared.
Were they flying over? Wait, what just appeared?
Apparently, Asia is getting... Yeah. And it has an exclusive boombox version of Frenzy within
Necessary.
Wait, it transforms into the boombox?
No, it comes with
boombox.
A boombox.
Oh yeah, the Monopoly piece.
It's necessary, like totally.
Yeah, it's like a Monopoly piece. So if I miss one, then like I could just grab him and then use that.
Because the enchanted guy totally listens to stuff on a boombox.
Oh yeah.
I forgot what his name is. I don't care.
Doesn't really matter either.
I have one question. Why the fuck aren't any exclusive paint on these figures?
I don't know, because lazy. They're charging like $100 for harder to find ones, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Because Soundwave was barely able to get a release here, I guess.
It didn't get a release.
Oh wait, no it didn't. Barricade was harder to find because it was apparently so good.
Oh yeah, Barricade the mold was really good.
Was great.
So I'm gonna mention what we're looking at. We're looking at the Hasbro Asia exclusive Human Alliance Barricade and Soundwave 2-pack,
With
which
a totally...
I didn't hear about at all until now.
Same here.
Well, have you seen that and the pictures inbox of the Stinger repaint of Bumblebee?
Oh yeah.
With Robot Kingdom labels slapped all over it?
Oh yeah.
Especially in the
Why couldn't they give
face.
it remold?
I wonder
budget.
why the fuck did we not get it in America?
Because
They
we were
marketed
complaining about Bumblebee repaints.
They marketed it like so much hype.
I
They
think
marketed the hype out of Stinger.
I think they were just trolling us because we complained so much about the movie Bumblebee repaints, the Prime Bumblebee repaints, and it's like, okay, we're not going to give you a Bumblebee repaint. Here, we're going to leave Stinger over. We're going to give Stinger to Japan.
Yeah, but that's just a repaint over there. Why couldn't they just give him a complete remold for the alt mode?
Because budget, and we complained about the molding, and we complained about
I think
the
this
Bumblebee
is the least
repaints.
amount of repaints that we've had in the movie line.
Well, yeah, we had Tracks, and I think what was the other one? We had like the hot shot that looks like Tracks made out of crosshairs. But we had one more. I can't remember what it was. What would have been kind of cool is to see. Well, the lockdown roll isn't very good, but
Okay, we also have to count in the Platinum Primes that are coming out, and then
oh
the
yeah,
Platinum
there were
Grimlock.
They look
crap from the
weird.
primes.
Hang on, Dark of the Moon, I can only recall of one Decepticon being released at all.
Don't worry about it.
Starscream,
the entire toy line.
Megatron, Shockwave.
Barricade.
Not Dark of the Moon,
Barricade.
sorry. Age of Extinction, because that's
I
what
don't
we were
even drop
talking
what was
about.
with you.
Age of Extinction, we only had
Galvatron
Galvatron, and that's
and
it.
Lockdown.
Lockdown's technically not Decepticon.
Jordan.
Lockdown's technically doing his own thing, and Galvatron was man-made. So I guess he doesn't count yet.
They kind of moved over
that
the
was it.
lore a bit.
Well, okay, Galvatron you can technically count as a Decepticon, but because it's just Megatron reincarnated.
Okay, 2 Decepticons then, because we're going by
No.
what they were labelled as.
Well, no, Lockdown
In
isn't a
toys.
Decepticon. He's his own thing.
He was marketed as a Decepticon in the toy line. That's what I'm referring to.
Well, they had to put labels on him, otherwise.
But the
Everything
point
has
is,
to have labels.
the point is there was only 2 Decepticons and then everything else was Autobots.
And
Even
then
the
there's
former
only a couple
Decepticons.
waves.
They were repainted into Autobots.
Yeah, I'm
Bios,
surprised. I'm surprised Galvatron hasn't been remolded into some sort of Autobot yet, like a Huffer or something.
Yeah.
No, watch them like screw around with fans and make it Ultra Magnus due to the rumors that were around for the show. That seriously, it was rumored that he was supposed to be he was rumored to be Ultra Magnus, the truck.
Or Motormaster.
Yeah, Motormaster was the big one.
Motormaster would have worked, because, I don't know, I think they should have done something a little bit different for Megatron, but whatever.
All right.
Galvatron
well,
deserved a
it looks
cooler
like
form.
it's a good time to wrap up.
Yeah.
So we will be signing out. This has been Fafireguy. No one else coming.
Well, do it for us.
This has been Fafireguy, Gingamangus. We got Saberfrost. We got Roadrage.
Omnidrive.
It will be
Wow.
my permanent name one day.
Right, yeah, that's a point.
At least
Who's
I
taking us all
remember.
home?
And there was Ranger somewhere in the podcast.
Somewhere.
Yes.
Over the rainbow. That was stupid.
Blue birds